Oh my god! Hold no, let's run it back.
You want to just have that one just by itself?
Oh my god, did I forget the wow?
Dang, dude, how'd you forget?
Fucking damn it. Okay.
Honestly, keep this in. And
Yeah, whatever.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Following Lucha. This is a podcast where we discuss the lore of Lucha Underground. And then we talk about the lore of the week of wrestling. And then we finish it off by talking about this week's wrestling. That'll be outdated by the time of the release of the episode.
The most important thing is that we are not a wrestling podcast, okay?
We're not.
We're just
We're not a wrestling podcast.
No.
We're talking about television, you know?
Exactly. We're a TV and media podcast. And
It's more respectable.
It is. And we keep the lore of a TV series that ran from 2014 to 2019 on that of Outright Network's Lucha Underground. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep that lore. Well, I guess we'll have to talk about some wrestling, which kind of sucks, but before we do that, well, first off, I apologize to the Following Lucha faithful for forgetting the brow at the beginning of this episode.
Wow, dude.
I never thought I'd see the day. I'm
How'd you
sorry.
forget? That's like the thing.
I don't know, man. I've had an eventful week, okay? So like
What could possibly happen to you, man? You know?
I don't know.
Why were there no TikToks this week, dude?
I hate TikTok. I hate TikTok.
What?
Is why. And I'm never going to make a TikTok ever again. The Following Lucha TikTok is canceled. It's official right here.
You killed it. You made TikTok lose its smile.
No. Hey guys. I, one half of Following Lucha, Jacy, had a heart attack on Monday. And that's not a joke.
Like an actual heart attack, a shoot heart attack.
Yeah.
It was real.
No bits. I had a real life heart attack. And my heart, as we speak, is still very inflamed. So,
That's me like Jerry Lawler, dude. That's
just
exciting.
like Jerry. If only it happened on air, Steven. If only.
You should get a T-shirt that says "I survived."
I survived
Heart
what?
attack
I
2022.
survived a heart attack. Just that? I guess
Yeah.
so. No, you're right. You're right. But so that was the reason why not many TikToks went up. I got one up on Monday, like minutes before the heart attack. Yeah.
I mean, we got some stored up, you know.
We do. We got some back.
I don't know if we're just gonna launch them like back to back or just save those for a rainy day.
Who knows? I have to edit them still though, which is a tough part.
What?
But we'll get to it.
But I edit them. I edit half of them.
I have to export them, I guess is the right way to phrase it.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys don't realize who does the TikToks, it's actually both of us who edit them.
Yeah, have we ever talked about that? Like sometimes we argue about like whose TikToks did worse, but like
I think they assume that it's one of us who edits it, right? I think.
Probably. It's
But
a smart
both of
assumption.
us.
It's weird to assume both people edit them, you know? It'd be a
like
weird
usually
assumption
it's
to make.
like one guy does all the work, you know?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. A little bit. We're getting there. I'm trying to transition all the work onto you, Steven, okay?
Exactly.
I did not have a heart attack. It was all fake just so you do all the TikToks this week. I hate to tell you.
No.
But now that they're done, I can break the news.
And then other news from us, besides the heart attack, we tried filming an on the streets interview thing, and it was honestly, I thought the questionnaire, the answers we got weren't that bad, but the lighting was
oh my
unforgivable.
gosh.
Dude, I was like bright, dude.
The lighting.
Like a ball of light.
The lighting. Okay, well, Steven, the lighting
gosh.
is going to look like that when you choose to record on a day where it's peak
that's
summer.
why you turn the lighting down on your phone.
100+ degrees
fool.
out. No,
That's why you turn the lighting down.
You can lower exposure in post, Steven. You know that, right?
Yeah, but that's a lot of work
Oh, okay.
for a product that was subpar.
Damn, that's sad.
But
We
remember,
did.
it was like a few episodes ago where I said our boy Bam Bam was an obscure wrestler, and I got chat on for that take. Turns out I was in the right that he's obscure.
Okay.
Because
Hey, guys,
the people we asked didn't know him.
had the
so
idea
therefore he's obscure, guys.
to do an on-the-street interview segment for TikTok where he just does a complete straw man and asks strangers who clearly don't watch
wrong.
wrestling whether or
wrong.
not they know who Bam Bam Bigelow
I think
is.
my favorite answer was this guy. Like I was like, "Yo, do you know Bam Bam?" He's like, "Not really." He's like, "Oh, he wrestled Taylor
Lawrence
Was it
Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor." Yeah, I think I said that at WrestleMania once, and the guy's like, "Oh, I know Lawrence Taylor."
Yeah, yeah.
That's how the TikTok would have ended. It would just been a bunch of no's and
It
then
still will.
ending it with
You'll get it,
oh.
Steven. You'll get it. I have faith in you.
That's
Okay.
Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
You gotta go to, like a wrestling show. And then we'll find
Lighting's
out.
a piss poor excuse. Okay.
It was the lighting. I was
Killed it.
glowing, dude.
Oh my god.
I was like God.
simply be
But
less
not, like-
pale.
I was like WWE God, you know, where it's just a ball of light.
Simply be less pale. Okay.
No, I got a tan, dude.
Because were your interview subjects, were they balls of light?
Mm-mm. Even the dark skinned guy was a ball of light. I'm not
That's
lying.
really funny.
That's not being racist, by the way, guys. I'm just stating what was in the
Steven's
video.
kind of racist. But hey, guys, we have so much Lucha Underground to talk about, okay? Do you have any other life stories, Steven? Any life updates besides Bam Bam Bigelow and my heart attack?
Besides your heart attack, I had a pretty good week. You know, I got
Yo.
a job. That's kind of it. It's a pretty good week for me, honestly.
That's pretty
kind of
nice.
a
That's
dub.
pretty nice.
Sucks for you, you know, getting a heart attack.
Oh, well.
That was pretty good for me. It's pretty chill.
Because you didn't have a heart attack, if I
Right.
understand correctly. Okay.
Right. My
But
left arm didn't like get destroyed, you know.
But you are gainfully employed now.
Yes.
Okay, because actually at my job, I lost all my paid time off because I was in the hospital for the week. So
Sucks, dude. You can't get PTO anymore.
yeah, I guess.
That's F, dude. When do you get your PTO back?
I just have to accrue it, you know? I have to build it up. I have to build it back up. Good thing I've been saving for the year.
What if you get another heart attack? Then what? Just fucked.
Well, yeah, I'm I'm fucked, yeah. But hopefully it doesn't happen. Steven, let us go ahead and start keeping the lore of Lucha Underground, okay? Because we
Alrighty.
watched an episode. It was season
What?
1, episode 16 of Lucha Underground. The episode was called Caged Animals, and it is
Oh
from
my gosh.
February 25th of 2015.
Dang.
Oh, Steven, well, last week we
Yes.
watched Lucha Underground, and we were kind
It's a
of in
bad
agreement.
episode.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't
This
good.
episode was also kind of disappointing too. Not gonna lie.
It was fine.
But wasn't as bad, you know.
Yeah. Usually, like, I feel good watching these episodes of Lucha Underground because
Yeah.
I'm clocked in at work while I watch them. So I'm like, I'm making
I'm watching
money.
my free time.
Yeah. But this week I wasn't able to do that because I was actually at the hospital when I was supposed to be
You
working.
watched in the hospital.
Nah, I watched it
Even
today.
better.
I was in the hospital. I
Oh.
was like, I can't be fucked to watch Lucha Underground right now. I'd
I could
rather
be
sit around-
dying. But I don't-
Exactly. I'd rather just
Maybe
sit
Lucha
here and wait
Underground is
for a
pretty
doctor
good.
to show up. Yeah, so
I don't know. I think watching Lucha Underground as the last thing you watch before your lights come off is pretty good, you know?
what? Like before I die? Like
Yeah.
what do you?
Just seeing Lucha Underground is the last thing you see in your life.
Yeah, you think that'd be a good, nice way to go out? Just Dario Cueto just staring at you. It'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty fun. But
Sammy's tongue is gonna be the last thing someone sees before they die. Dude, I
Sammy's
swear.
tongue?
Sammy Guevara's
Oh my
tongue.
god, not Drago's? Why Sammy Guevara's tongue?
I don't know.
Does he still stick out his tongue all the time? I got an action figure with his tongue out. He's
I
going
think.
crazy. He's going bleh.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Good for him.
Honestly. Well, Steven, season
Yeah.
1, episode 16 of Lucha Underground opened up with a recap, of course. And, actually, before we even get to the recap, can we talk about some stuff that we fucked up last week?
What do we
Um,
fuck up on? Or you, possibly, because you're the one who like says most of the facts.
You didn't catch me, okay? But there was a
Oh.
segment we just completely glanced over. We didn't even mention it. Because,
Was it even good?
I mean, it was a segment, you know?
Oh.
But, like, earlier in the last episode that we watched, there was a scene where Black Lotus showed up at a building and went up some stairs, and we talked about
Right.
that, okay?
Uh-huh.
But at the end of the episode, before the main event, we forgot to talk about how Black Lotus showed up in Dario's room, the one where Dario has, like, a cage in that thing that he talks to.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
and Black Lotus shows up and she's like, Matanza, I finally know where they keep you. I've been waiting my
Wow.
entire life. I've been wanting to do one thing with my life, and that's to be the person, the woman who kills you. And after Black Lotus says this, a bag is placed over her head and she's ripped into the darkness.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Awful.
god. But no, we forgot to talk about that. So our
Dang.
apologies.
It's a good thing that came to play like in this episode.
Yeah, it's the only reason I remembered. I'll be honest.
Okay.
And then also too, in the main event of last week of Lucha Underground, it
Yeah.
was that weird 6-man match where the crew beat up some weird people, and there was
Yeah,
a
the
point.
Outcasts.
Yeah, there was a point where it was just
Yeah.
3-on-1, the crew versus Sexy Star, And then Sexy Star won the match, but with interference from Big Rick, which we neglected to talk about. Sexy Star again can only win with the help of a man. Okay, the strong woman.
Has she like ever gotten like a pinfall that wasn't like a roll up?
There's no way. There's no way. And
I
if
don't
she
think
has,
she has, right?
It had to have come like on Son of Havoc, okay?
No, I think the one she did was like another person was like Phoenix doing this finisher and then tagging her.
Exactly. It's always been an assist. It's always been an assist. So just Sexy Star again, classic Sexy, being saved by a man, okay? Us doing our job again,
Sexy.
having to save the day. It's just tough, okay? They ask a lot of men.
She's not progressive.
She's really not. So let's progress to the recap of this episode, Steven. It starts out with Brian Cage, and it's actually, we go back a few weeks to when he lost his match against Prince Puma because he beat him up so bad he got DQ'd. Remember that? And then he made Conan bleed.
He beat him so bad. He didn't win the title.
Exactly. And then he got like a cheap win over Johnny Mundo after that match was reset. But tonight, it's going to be Cage versus Puma in a rematch. And if Cage wins, he gets a title shot. So it's exciting times. It's exciting times. Also in the recap was that whole, like, it was a whole little like a minute long, just again, there's a recap of King
These
Cuerno.
recaps get so long.
It really is. It's just King Cuerno harassing Johnny Mundo, okay? And I didn't realize it had been going on for so long, but just King Cuerno's
I forgot that
bitch.
storyline happened. I think it was like 3 weeks ago.
God, I'm
pretty sure.
These episodes are so weird. I don't know. Hopefully it gets good again. We had a little sweet spot where like it was fun to watch Lucha Underground, but like,
I think when like what was it like before Puma got the title? That was like sick, right? I feel like really good.
I like that Aztec Warfare. Yeah.
What was the Drago like Cuerno match? The third one. I think that was
far. That's fair.
Yeah.
That is very fair. But King Cuerno is currently occupied with just harassing Johnny Mundo with every chance he's given, and good on him,
Yeah, man.
And then lastly is Black Lotus pursuing the thing in the cage and getting kidnapped, the thing that we forgot to talk about. So,
how does this episode start out besides the intro?
No, the episode starts out, Steven, with us actually seeing a shot of a red car driving down the road.
Sick.
And there's this really cool camera effect where we zoom in on the red car speeding down the road, and we can actually have an X-ray view.
X-rayed vision the woman in a car. It was awesome.
To the trunk of the car, and there is a bounding, gagged Black Lotus.
I hope this is how we see Black Lotus leave. Like, she never comes back.
Never again. It's X-ray vision into
kidnapped.
Into the darkness.
I mean, it's not a bad way to go, You could just die.
It's a pretty bad way to go, because it sort of implies that she's gonna die, but also be tortured before she does.
She's gonna die and never be seen again.
Almost the worst way for someone to go, I dare say.
Well, do people know that she's getting kidnapped? Like, does the odd... Like, are we supposed to know that?
Well, seeing as she's in the trunk of a car with her hands tied behind her back and a gag in her mouth, I personally feel comfortable saying, yeah, there's probably a kidnapping happening here.
Okay. Are we allowed to call the cops for this, or are we just gonna let it happen?
You should probably call right now, Steven.
Yeah?
Yeah, you should probably let them know.
In case of Black Lotus.
Exactly. There's a red car speeding down Boyle Heights. It's a problem. It really is. Just look for the car.
Boyle Heights right now, man. Maybe they ran out of gas.
Oh my gosh, you bring up a great
point. Halfway through their drives, like, oh shoot. Well, yeah. I guess we're stuck now.
I guess so. Do you think if you see the car in real life, like the X-ray vision, like happens, or is that just in like
stock car they use?
Yeah. I'm a little confused.
It's like a lot for this segment. It's like 5 seconds long.
It really is. It's a quick segment. We just X-ray vision Black Lotus gagged and bound, but it's a wonderful segment. It's really a standout from the episode.
Yeah, it was great.
But we go from that, Steven, to our first match of this episode. And it is a rematch, actually, from a few weeks ago with Aerostar taking on Drago.
Wow.
And if you think back to the match earlier in the month, Drago had beat Aerostar, and now Aerostar is getting a second shot. It's exciting times. And the match, I think, is most notable at the beginning because for the second week in a row, Vampiro says that weird-ass line about how, like, I say it every week, Matt Stryker, you are my teacher.
Is that a rib? I can't, I feel like it's a rib, Just Vampiro being mean towards Matt.
I guess so. I I would hope so, because it's just really fucking awkward otherwise. But and also
like Matt never responds. That's the thing.
no, he really doesn't. He just lets it
He
go
just
off,
ignores it.
bounce off of him. I understand it. So Steven, at one point during this match, again, so it's a very high-paced, fast-paced match. Drago, Aerostar, back and forth.
There's a sick powerbomb spot. Wait, was that another match with the powerbomb spot? I don't remember.
I don't fucking know. This is not the podcast for spots, okay?
Sick though.
It was pretty
It was
sick.
a fun match.
It was.
all.
And Vampiro says, "Kids, don't try this at home. These are professionals in the ring." But
Wow.
the people in the ring, according to lore, are a dragon man and a man from outer space.
A spaceman.
In what world are they professionals? You know, like
Maybe they're like the best fighters from like their lands. Well, I guess Drag's like the last dragon on Earth, technically, right?
yeah.
But
But
he's
like,
not even a dragon. He's like a dragon man.
he's like a
half dragon,
hybrid.
half man.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
kind of like fucked up. You know, he's like a demigod. It's really his life is cursed. Even.
Essentially, wouldn't it technically? I feel like it'd be the strongest canonically, right? Because just the dragon dude.
Strongest
Because
canonically.
Big Rick's just a regular dude.
I get. Didn't we establish someone as like God? Who's God?
Well, I know Phoenix is legit just a phoenix.
Oh yeah,
right?
Phoenix is invincible, so probably not stronger than
He
him.
legit just can't die.
Katrina is literally immortal, so I don't know about her either.
But being immortal doesn't make you strong. Like you should get fucked up. I feel like.
I guess Mil
No?
Muertes did choke her. You bring up a good point.
Yeah.
And then you got people like Chavo, who,
Just a dude.
yeah, just a dude. He's a family man, if you remember. He quit Lucha Underground to hang out with his family. I get it.
Johnny is also just a dude. But he's
Yeah.
a rock star dude.
He really is a rock star. But these are professionals, Steven. The Dragon Man and the Alien in the ring are professionals, so don't try it at home, okay?
Wow.
And Vampiro does that thing too where he always mentions, whenever the crowd gets quiet and there's action going on, Vampiro fucking shits himself. He gets so afraid. And he starts talking about how, oh my god, the temple here is so respectful. You know, there are moments like this where they get silent, but it's because they're watching the action. They appreciate the art of professional wrestling. But it's like, dude, just let it be.
You think like in WWE when they have like no reactions for a promo, they say, "Hey, they're like the Japanese crowd's Michael Cole, very respectful towards Shinsuke."
Is that what
And
they
he gets, like,
say?
no.
Oh, no, that's Vampiro.
wish, though.
That's MO Vampiro,
That's gotta be a
okay?
thing, right?
Yeah.
Have they ever like acknowledged like a crowd being silent, or is it just like the crowd are in awe right now from this match?
Well, you see, what's good is they don't have to acknowledge the crowd ever being quiet because they are just,
Yeah,
ever
they just
since
pipe it in.
COVID, they've decided that, hey, we don't care. We're going to pipe in the fakest shit and you're going to like it. And so,
Thunderdome was insane, dude. Those pipings were crazy.
I don't know, man.
That's crazy how high production Thunderdome was, by the way.
Right?
Like live.
I hate how
Insane.
people are being all nostalgic about it already. Thunderdome sucked.
Oh.
Thunderdome killed my love for wrestling. People
No.
are like right now going on a nostalgia
It's
kick of like,
salty.
oh, I love the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business was so good. I did not watch wrestling
I like
during
the
the
Hurt
Hurt
Business.
Business.
I
I
just-
did too.
It's just that like nothing else was happening.
Yeah, but like cool group,
this-
awesome group. Who the fuck was watching wrestling? No one.
What's I watched wrestling,
No, you
man.
didn't. Don't lie to me.
I don't. That's true. I just get into osmosis.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, one day someone's gonna like shit talk us, being like, "Yo, these Following Lucha kids don't know anything about wrestling, guys. They don't even watch it, guys." Ooh.
No, no.
Like, yeah, we don't watch it. That's the
Oh
point.
no, I don't watch wrestling. Oh no.
Oh man.
It's tough. So, Steven, again,
Yeah.
this is a rematch between Arrow and Drago, or Arrow Star and Drago, and Matt Striker reiterates that the point of this story is we have Arrow Star who gets his power from the heavens, and Drago who
Not
gets
the
his...
sun.
I mean, the
He's a
heavens...
spaceman.
I
not
think
the
we had
heavens
this
man.
conversation last time. The
Is
heavens
heaven in space?
are anything above the clouds, man. Just...
I always thought heaven was the clouds, but
No, heavens
I don't
is
know.
clouds and above, you know?
is it space?
Yeah, space is in the heavens.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah,
Maybe.
definitely.
I don't know.
Well, Aerostar gets his power from there. Drago gets his
Okay.
power from the inner Earth,
Mhm.
which I don't know why they don't just say hell. They
I
call
don't know
it inner
how.
Earth.
He's a dragon man. How is he powered by hell?
I don't
feel like that would
fucking
be
know.
like Moranthus' gimmick,
It's
right?
best not to push back on Matt Striker. You know, just take what he says, just run with it. We can't dig too
Blockbuster
deep.
DDT.
Yeah,
Is that what he called it? I
exactly.
forgot what he called that one move.
Just dumb. Just dumb. By the way, Drago at one point tries for that sick-ass Dragon's Lair pin. But Aerostar, he's smartened up since the last time. He's too smart for it.
Spaceman got more brain.
Oh my god. And it ends up being a very dope match. Like, it's pretty cool. And Aerostar wins. Now it's 1-1 their record.
It's crazy. It's his first win.
He wins with a splash. Like, just...
Yeah, legit. I think I remember the spot before was like insane, and then he ends it with like a regular like splash, not even like a frog splash. It was just to dive into the ring.
Yeah,
like
because there was some like
rope.
leaping Hurricane Rana, like spike pile driver, like to the outside, and then
insane.
He wins with a splash. It was pretty sick.
It's like hitting an RKO and just winning from a power slam.
Hell yeah. And so after the match, Mariachi El Bronx loves it, Steven, okay?
Is that like... Do they get a mariachi band for that thing, or just like piped in from like a speaker?
No, they show the band performing. They're up there like in the arena. Yeah, they're in the temple. But they are just fucking freaking out when Aerostar wins, and good for them.
It wasn't planned.
No. And so afterwards, Drago and Aerostar, they shake hands. They're celebrating together. You know, Drago being a good sport. But this is too much. This is egregious, okay? We can't have sportsmanship in the temple.
Yeah.
And so what do we hear, Steven? It's Dario Cueto. Oh my
gosh.
God. And he says, Aerostar, congrats on your win. But I want more. It's obvious that you two love each other very much. But I want you to fight each other. I want you to fight each other until one of you wins 2 more times. And then...
Just reusing storylines at this point.
Yeah, essentially.
With Drago, too. Poor Drago, man. The guy loses to a jobber and they get to put in the same storyline as last time.
It's tough. It's
poor
tough.
Dude, man.
But Dario, he makes it all worth it. He says, the winner of this series will get another one of my famous unique opportunities.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. We don't know. It's a unique opportunity, Steven. We'll find out in probably fucking 10 weeks from now, okay? So...
These storylines not progressed that quickly.
No, it's hard.
I realized the other
it's not
day
their
because I kind of forgot this was a rivalry.
Yeah, it's
that
not
and the
their
Cuerno
fault.
like Johnny Nitro one. It's like
it's tough. It's tough, but thankfully, Steven, to remind us about the King Cuerno Johnny Nitro story, we have a little vignette. This entire vignette is King Cuerno flexing before diving headfirst out of the ring onto nobody. And that's it.
He suicide dived outside.
In just the truest sense. He just spiked himself. It was crazy.
God, he broke his neck.
Again, that was it. That was the entire promotion for the match.
A good promo.
It really was. It really was.
I thought it was Ricochet for the first half, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I thought it was Prince Puma. Yeah.
It's so sad.
Because they're both masked men with tats, you know.
I understand.
I don't know.
I think
hard to tell.
you're just a horrible racist against the Aztecs, Steven.
They're not even the same.
So, no. What do you mean?
They have different masks.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Cage and Prince Puma, Steven, is our next matchup. This is that one that Dario planned last week, where if Cage wins, he'll get a title shot against Prince Puma. So, it's exciting times, but...
That was not the main event.
I know, the match started, and there was over half an hour left, and I was like, what the fuck? Is this going to be
a long match for the title?
And so, Matt Striker says, this is the first time we've seen Prince Puma in the temple in over a month. But he says he has no title around his waist. And it's true. Prince Puma is champion, but he has no belt. Oh my gosh. Why not, Steven? Why not?
Why? What could happen? What could have happened?
I'd like to think that you already forgot. You just have no recollection of it.
You think Prince Puma forgot, like, in canon, that he's champion?
I would too, honestly. You know, if you don't have the gold around your waist, how are you supposed to remember? It's tough.
They need an interim champion.
They really do. An interim champ, like Prince Puma's still the champion, but they don't have yeah, they get an interim champion just to replace him.
It's like when Cody got COVID for 2 weeks. Guys, they need a champion right now.
Exactly. But also, I didn't think that Prince Puma had been gone for over a month. Like, it has not felt that long, you know? I don't think.
I think it might be recording-wise, right? Recording?
No, because they always talk about stuff in terms of the episode lengths. Because recording-wise, he's been gone for a day, you know? Like,
oh my god.
Yeah. So, basically, the last time Cage and Puma fought, that's when Cage fucked up Puma, won or lost by DQ, but in the process of doing so, he tore up the Lucha Underground title. Thus, why Prince Puma does not have his championship tonight. And so, when the match starts, Prince Puma's right on the attack, Steven. He goes right to it.
He's angry.
And he fucks up a Hurricane Rana just immediately, which is cool. Yeah.
Whose fault was it?
I don't know. I was
the
blown
mess up.
away though, because they leave that botch in the episode when immediately beforehand they did a cutaway where like just to the audience back to the ring. So I'm assuming there was an even bigger botch that happened right beforehand.
Well, like, don't they usually like do the spot again if it's like taped? I thought,
Oh,
right?
maybe, but
But
maybe that was it.
Why would you redo that?
Maybe
That's
they
stupid.
fucked up the Hurricane Rana. They redid it, fucked it up again, and they were
They
like, "Well,
fucked it up twice.
this
Well,
is
we
where
gotta keep
we're
one
at."
of them in. You can't just cut to like Mad Strike or anything.
And so Cage recovers from it though by just fucking the shit out of Prince Puma. Okay, just
Yeah,
Steven,
good
fix your
recovery.
goddamn clarity. Why does your
No.
focus do this? You
I don't know.
bitch. So
Maybe.
Cage just starts like waylaying into Puma. And then Puma does a cool shooting star press at one point, just like out of nowhere. That's the turning point of the match where Puma is being devastated the whole time. But
Powering up.
But yeah, exactly. Puma's getting back
He's
into it.
pooming. It's pooming time.
Exactly. And Puma is about to hit the Phoenix Splash, but Cage rolls out of the way. Oh no.
Oh no!
And from
Then he
there,
chokes the shit out of Puma.
he
It was
really
awesome.
does. Well, he tears through him with a lariat, which is crazy. Does like a drill claw to him, but it's still not enough.
Dang.
Puma's still kicking out. And then Steven, guess who comes out?
Could it be the K-Man?
It's the K-Man.
K100?
K-Dog is here. The manager of Prince Puma. The man who has been berating him
Oh my gosh.
for 6 months at this point. He is out
He's
here
born.
to, we assume, cheer on Prince Puma. Okay? And he's out. He's this guy's mentor, and his mentee is just being demolished. And so he's looking to Puma as he's on the ground trying to recover. And Brian Cage, he grabs Puma. He hits him with the Weapon X.
Is this the end of Puma?
You would imagine it is. But Cage doesn't go for the pin. Cage goes for a
gosh.
ground and pound. He's fucking up Prince Puma. And Conan says, "Oh my God, this is too much." And he throws in the towel for Prince Puma.
Why did he have a
know.
towel?
Why do you have a towel? I don't fucking know. That's a great question. This feels
Is
premeditated.
that a thing in wrestling? We're like, all right, guys, gotta throw in the towel. Let me go find one real quick.
Let me go. Yeah, you didn't bring one out. Yeah, I guess so.
I assume that's what happens, right?
The
Because I don't think
last-
matches end with towel throws that much.
The
Is that
last
a rule?
towel throw I remember was Cody and MJF back in the beginning of AEW.
Is that a rule in wrestling, the towel throw?
I mean, when it's convenient for storytelling, it is. You
Yeah,
know?
because I feel like they never mention it, you know? They're like,
I
oh, you
always
could
just-
lose the title by throwing in the towel.
Who is eligible? Like, who? Like, do you have an official list of who is allowed to throw in the towel for you before any given match? Because
I
like,
feel like for Cena, it could be his wristband, you know, like his giant headband.
well, yeah, I'm not
armband.
asking for what item of clothing
his
has to be
cum
thrown
towel,
into the
maybe.
ring. It's probably his cum towel, yes. But like, who is allowed to throw in the cum towel for John? Like, is
Honestly,
Nikki Bella
for
still
John
allowed
Cena, that's legit how they make him lose like a submission hold. Just have him like throw the towel.
to? Precisely.
Not him, someone else. Yeah.
Exactly.
Probably Vince. Maybe not Vince anymore.
No, it has to be someone who's close to him. You know,
Was
have
it
to
John
be
Oliver? John Oliver could do it.
Yeah, or John Oliver and John Cena on good terms like that. Are they tight, Steven? That's pretty
homies.
cool. That's pretty cool. Then yeah, probably him. Is John Oliver the dude that fucking was involved in the Seth Rollins storyline?
I think it was John Oliver, right?
Oh my god.
I like how it was just like a storyline for like his own show.
No,
not
it
for, like,
wasn't John
WWE.
Oliver. It was John
was it?
Stewart. You dumbass.
Aw.
Oh
they're both
my
Johns.
god. John Stewart's like retired now or something.
There's so many Johns, man.
I
It's hard to keep
guess.
track.
Not that many. I did a pretty good job of it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just for the
Who's
life of
Johnny?
me, I couldn't picture John Oliver saving John Cena. There's no way he would ever
That'd be so
associate
awesome
with
when John
WWE.
Oliver saved John Cena.
I
I'm not
really
gonna lie.
would.
I'd be hyped for that. Or like Stephen Colbert just coming out and saving Cena.
Oh my god!
That'd
Just
be
all
so
of them,
sick.
all the late night hosts come
Late
out
night hosts.
to save John Cena.
Except for like, who's that guy?
No James
Who's
Corden.
the guy?
Fuck James
Yeah,
Corden.
that's the one. That's one. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, honestly, but Fallon, Kimmel, they're all there. Seth Meyers is even there. You know, we're bringing out all the
Meyers.
stops. Yeah,
Oh my.
it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. So yeah, Conan throws in the towel for Prince Puma, meaning that
Crowd
Brian
starts
Cage.
booing.
They do boo.
Like fuck. We got rid of a good match.
No.
This sucked, man.
And so Brian
This
Cage
stinks.
wins, thus earning himself a title match against Prince Puma. I don't
Wow.
know when. Maybe next week. Maybe in a couple weeks.
No.
Who the fuck knows?
3 weeks from now, probably.
Probably. And so yeah, we cut backstage afterwards, Steven. And it's Conan. He says, "I'm doing you a favor, Holmes." And he's looking at Prince Puma.
Yeah, Holmes, you're getting favored,
He
bro. I
says,
made you lose.
"Remember the
Awesome.
art of war. What we're doing right now, this is just deception."
Maybe it's a psych thing. Maybe he wanted Puma to lose and get Cage really cocky, you know, really confident.
Maybe.
Like, yeah, I'm 2-0 against Puma. Now I can beat him for real. I don't have to try as much, man, you know? Like, his manager's gonna throw in the towel for me anyways. Might as well do it.
Exactly, you know?
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, Conan says it's deception. He's playing mind games with Brian Cage, but Puma is clearly he's not on board. He's like, what the fuck, dude? Don't do that shit.
Yeah, don't do that, hombre.
But of course, he doesn't actually say that because Prince Puma doesn't, he's a mute.
No, he has to,
if
like,
you remember
act
correctly.
it out with his hands. Like,
Yeah, and only once Conan's left, by the way. He doesn't have the balls to do it to his face, so.
yeah.
You know. Also, before we cut to that backstage thing, and we were still like in the ring, Brian Cage celebrating, Matt Striker says, "Conan's wise. He must have a reason for what he's doing." And then Vampiro says, "Man, he's not wise. He has an agenda." Which, I mean,
Ooh, they're building up this long-term booking, man.
that big match, that big blow off between
Long-term
Vamp
booking.
and Conan, I
Yeah.
can't wait. Oh my god.
They have beef already, man, since like episode 2.
They really do, except in that
Been
one.
on for a while.
I was gonna say in that one interview they did, he was kind of cordial with Vampiro or with Conan, but they really weren't. They almost got into a
No,
fight.
he shit talked him. He's
Yeah.
like, no, I hate you, dude.
But then like the week after is when Vampiro was like, "Oh my god, Conan's a legend. Oh my god, people don't have enough respect for him." So I don't know. Vamp just there's so much brain damage. We've talked about it before. He's just it's tough to know what's going on with that man. But Prince Puma is deceiving Brian Cage, of course. That's the story here. Obviously.
I like how Brian Cage just has never won, like, clean at all.
Yeah. I mean, this one I'll count, kind of, because, like, Puma was clearly fucked.
He was gonna win.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
if Brian Cage had pinned him, I feel like he would have lost, you know?
Yeah.
And so, I'm glad that we're talking about this as though it is real life. This is very cool.
I mean, it's not like AEW where you lose and they get a title match again, you know?
What are you talking about?
Maybe.
It's exactly like that, because Brian Cage
No, it is.
just
It's
lost,
exactly like
okay? And now he's getting a title
you can
match.
lose clean and get a match again. Brian Cage loses dirty.
Damn.
He disqualifies himself.
No, you bring up a good point.
I think, right? Is that how that works?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't know the terminology. Who the fuck watches wrestling? Okay, honestly,
don't.
shut up. If you're a wrestling fan, go to hell. Stop. Just go
Stop
away.
it.
We don't like
Watch
you.
real stuff, like The Real Housewives.
Exactly.
That's a good show.
This is a TV
Or
and media
Arrow.
podcast. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. So, Steven,
Stop
after
asking
that,
for our wrestling takes
Thank
on
God.
TikTok, guys.
Exactly.
We don't care enough.
oh my God. What I care about is Sexy Star entering Dario Cueto's office. Okay.
This room was so shit. By the way.
No, it was wonderful. Sexy, she's coming in hot into Dario's office, and she says, "I'm tired." And this is in Spanish, of course. She says, "I'm tired of the men always jumping into my matches and saving me." And true.
I mean, you know, she's not wrong.
Oh my
you know? Like they always
God.
do that.
I'm glad she's on our side this whole time.
I mean, it's like she wins, but like,
yeah. This whole time, I thought
You
she was a
know.
damsel in distress. I thought Sexy Star needed the help of the men to win. And now she's saying, I don't need that shit. I don't even want that shit. I want to
yeah,
do it
Holmes,
on my
all
own.
the men want to save me. I don't like it.
Does Sexy Star also say Holmes? I didn't catch that part. It was in Spanish.
Maybe.
So,
Yeah, hombre.
but basically, she's like, I don't need men to save me. And as we just discussed earlier, Steven, Big Rick was the one that saved Sexy Star earlier last week.
Oh my gosh.
And
Why would
so
you do that?
Dario Cueto's like, oh, so you have a problem with Big Rick? And she's like, no, what the fuck? How do you have that impression? I have a problem with the crew. But, huh? But that, okay.
Remember when the crew saved Sexy Star?
All those times they've saved her, I'm like, they all have crushes on Sexy Star. I get it. I
Yeah.
do too.
I think that's the gimmick, is that everyone has a crush on Sexy Star,
Just-
so they save her.
They're all trying to white knight her.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like this story. I like that story. And Dario says, well, okay. If you want the crew, fine. What if I give you Big Rick? And she says,
good
no, I want to do this on my own. I don't want help from Big Rick. And
No,
Dario's
no,
like,
Holmes.
no.
Fighting
No,
Big Rick,
Holmes. Because, you know, Dario is the classic Holmes.
Yeah.
He says, I mean, as your opponent, you don't have to fight Big Rick. Or no, you don't have to team with Big Rick. I want you to fight him. You both have beef with the crew. And so I think the winner of your match with him you'll get the crew.
The crew #1 contendership match is awesome.
Exactly. And so the crew is really the highest prize in the sport, Steven. I have to be honest.
The crew on a pole match.
Honestly. And so Dario says, I promise you, if you win this match, you have the crew and no interference from any men. And so Sexy just kind of nods and she's like, yeah, I want that.
It's like, maybe.
But good for Sexy. Good for Sexy, willing to take on Big Rick head on, you know? It'll be interesting.
Canonically, there should be a squash, right?
I don't know. Maybe Big Rick is very anti hitting women, you know? In
Maybe.
which case,
I don't know.
you know, kind of a win.
Maybe his hatred for the crew outweighs his love towards women.
Maybe, yeah, just maybe you're right. You know, he doesn't want to have to beat up a woman, but like, if it means he gets his hands on Mr. Cisco, you know, maybe a woman has to get a black eye or two. It's tough. I hope he fucking just gouges out her eye as well, gives her an eye patch.
The pirates, dude.
Control his anger. It's tough.
I think a pirate gimmick where everyone has eye patches and they get put in the crew by getting their eyes gouged would be so sick.
That's what Pentagon should be doing every week. He shouldn't be breaking arms.
Taking people's eyes
He should be taking eyes out so there's just a stable, a faction of pirates being built. You're right. God,
that'd be awesome.
A missed opportunity.
That's what the fuck was it called? What's the new Judgment Day? That's what Judgment Day should do.
Hell yeah.
Just gouge those eyes out. Like, you're a part of the Judgment Day now, guys.
Yeah. What's it? Last time we had a gouged eye was Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio at SummerSlam. Okay, it's been too long.
Man, good for Rey for recovering from that.
Really, truly, growing his new eye. That was beautiful.
How'd he do it? What's his secret?
How'd he do it? So, speaking of Pentagon, Steven, the next match on the show is another jobber versus our dear sweet Pentagon Jr. It is a man named.
This guy was new though. We never seen him before.
His name is Vinny Massaro.
And Matt's like, yo, they literally let anyone in here. It's like AW Dark, guys.
Just
this is crazy.
Fat Italian man with greasy hair is who Vinny Massaro is. Do you know Vinny Massaro or no?
No.
No, I know
the crowd.
Well, no, he's from the. Yeah, he's just like Bale. It's kind of cool, but no, he's. What's it? He's just. I know him from Lucha Underground, but I also know him from being on Twitter after the fact, and he's really annoying on Twitter. Is he
like a mark?
He's like just
for himself,
not
the worst
virtue
wrestler.
signally, because that's like a dumb word for it, but like he very clearly hops on trends and does stuff because like it'll get him likes and everything, and it's just it comes off inauthentic, you know.
Dude, have you seen Maria's Fed Bad recently?
Maria's Fed Bad? What's Maria's Fed Bad? Tell me.
It's like Vince is gonna say some really bad stuff on SmackDown tonight, and it's gonna be so bad.
Oh, no.
And then Vince just came on SmackDown and was like, all right, welcome to SmackDown, guys.
We'll get there, Steven. We'll get there. We'll get to the Fed Bad, I guess.
So funny.
We'll get to the Fed Bad. Funny. But Vinny Massaro also bad. Maybe not Fed Bad, but Vinny Massaro bad. Yeah. And so before the match even starts, before the bell rings between Pentagon and Vinny, Penta whispers into Melissa Santos's ear, the ring announcer. And then Melissa says, Pentagon Jr. would like me to announce that this match is dedicated to his master.
Who could it be?
Oh my gosh, who could
I bet it's a big pentagon.
Just a larger
trapezoid. Wait, what's above a pentagon in the shape, like sides?
An octahedron or something like that, like something with 10 sides.
Yeah,
a dodecagon.
Decagon Senior. That'd be a sick wrestler name, dude.
I was just thinking like Pentagon Junior. It's just another Pentagon Junior, but slightly fatter.
Junior.
You know, just a bigger version of him. You know, or it's
Pentagon
like
from the future.
Not slightly fatter, but like Great Khali in a Pentagon mask. You know.
Always that'd be kind of sick. Not gonna lie.
That'd be badass.
Just have a little Pentagon and a big Pentagon.
Oh my god! Except they'd have to be Asian because he's a weeb. Remember? His
mask
definitely needs to be Japanese. If Great Khali is in a mask, you're gonna know if he's Japanese or not.
Hey, you know what happened? Yokozuna, you forgot about him?
Yeah, no, I see. When I have some horrible news to break to you, man. He's not checking those boxes either. We gotta get like Giant Baba in here, okay? That's what we gotta do. Was Giant Baba even Japanese, or was he the guy that was killed because he wasn't Japanese?
A-Train, that homie.
There was
also wasn't Japanese.
Who was the wrestler that was killed because he was actually Korean? Do you remember?
No idea.
I think it may have been Giant Baba.
I don't watch wrestling.
He'd also be a bad fit. There aren't any large Japanese men. This is so sad.
Yeah, there is. There's like that one big guy who went to like North Korea to wrestle. He was like really popular. Yes.
That's cool.
Dude, Ryback also
You know
worked
what?
on TikTok
Ryback in a
recently
Pentagon
as well.
mask? I'll take it. I'll take that any
That'd be
day
kind
of
of
the
sick
week.
though.
Mhm.
You know? Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Big Ryback fan.
We should
Remember
just...
that match we lost because Mark Henry like squashed him when he was carrying Mark Henry?
No, but you
That
told
was
me about it a
sick.
couple weeks ago, so that's cool. That's always a fun
I just love
time.
how it's a finish where matches. Oh, this guy's too heavy. He
Just too heavy,
dies.
simply collapse. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But
On his spot.
Steven, during this match,
Yeah.
it's Vinny Massaro versus Pentagon. Pentagon has been accumulating a list of victims over the weeks, okay? On that list are people like Ricky Mandel, Famous B, Superfly.
It's a good hit list.
It really is. And so Penta has designs on adding Vinny Massaro to that list. So he wins after like 2 minutes with a pile driver. He gets a
pile driver though.
It was a sick ass pile driver. Penta gets a
Yeah.
table out from under the ring, which we have not seen from him before.
What does he do?
He power bombs Vinny Massaro through the table.
Poor Vinny.
And then he breaks the man's arm. So
It's the worst. He gets power drivered, but through the table, and then gets his arm broken. Poor dude.
it's tough. It's a tough life.
It's a gimmick though, just breaking people's arms.
It's pretty badass. And so,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Pentagon Jr. is just adding more and more victims to his list. He's dedicating shit to his master.
A
He's
Hall of Pain.
taking names. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, Steven. So, next up, we have our main event of the evening. It is
Wow.
the much anticipated King
I
Cuerno.
forgot this match was a thing
Wow.
until like the intro.
Well, yeah, I didn't know it was a thing either. Remember they had the vignette earlier in the night of
Yeah.
the King Cuerno just flexing and dropping himself on his head.
Mhm.
And I was
That was
like,
cool.
I didn't realize that was for like a match tonight. And so it's King Cuerno, it's Johnny Mundo. And as King Cuerno is coming out to the ring, Vampiro asks Matt Striker if he thinks the giant deer head that King Cuerno wears might be his altar, which is
that his kin?
incredible. How does Vampiro know what an altar is? And also, how does he think that's what that is? I don't. It's pretty
Bro, that's my
sick.
kin, bro. I kin that deer.
Yeah, you can it. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then Johnny Mundo comes out and he's wrestling so much more like physically than he usually does. Like it's very hard hitting, which I thought was
Muscular,
cool.
man.
But then I very quickly got bored by this match. And it was a good match. I just
Hey, once it got really fast paced and exciting, they ended it. It was awesome.
yeah.
know?
There's also really poorly piped in crowd noise during this match.
What?
Which was kind of obvious at a lot of points.
I like when
Vampiro.
they put hot women in the crowd. They should do that more often.
I do like that. I like when Vampiro loses his headset and breaks his monitor during the middle of a match. That's always fun.
Heck yeah.
and
How
Matt-
does he do it? He's just like talking.
he gets
What
so
does he
excited.
do?
He sees the hot women in the crowd and he can't control
Does he
himself.
take his headset off to like physically throw it? Or
I
like
don't
does he get
know.
excited, jump, headset falls off?
But Matt Striker had to apologize at one point. That Vampiro had just broken his headset. And it just
I mean, the production was probably like, "Yo, this is our moment, guys. This is sick. We're not doing our job for a bit, guys."
yeah, fucking thank
Thank
Christ he
God.
does not have a live microphone. You're right. But the
I like
match
when Nat was like, "Sorry, guys, you had to deal with me for a bit."
yeah, he's aware that we don't like him. So yeah, the match ends in a double countout, Steven. So what's
Wow.
cool about that is
Very
that
raw ending. This episode is.
it feels very raw, the ending, because commentary very obviously didn't realize there was a double countout. And so it was so clear that they had to pipe in Matt Striker doing a re-record, like of him being like, "Oh my gosh," and that is the
Why
match.
can't they record Vamp? Like,
No, it was.
talking?
But you're right. They didn't even get Vamp in on it. They're just like, "Hey, Vamp,"
No.
or "Hey, Matt, we got to get you to just redo this for us."
They just got Matt. Maybe they ran out of budget for a bit. It's like, all right, we can only get one of them.
I guess so.
Might as well get Matt
But just
back.
like, how do you miss the double count out, guys? Like, what the fuck?
Also, I missed it too. I didn't realize this was being a count out.
Oh, you
until,
didn't?
like until like it ended. I was like, oh wait, what the fuck? I forgot there's a count out.
Yeah. And so basically, even after the match, they don't stop fighting. They battle all around the arena, all around the temple, Steven. You know, they're holding on the pipes. They're climbing up
There's
stairs.
famous people in this crowd. I learned too, like
Yeah.
basketball players, I think, and football players.
What famous basketball player?
I don't know. I remember Matt Striker saying all these famous people were there. I didn't see them.
Do you remember at WrestleMania we sat 5 people away from a famous basketball player?
We saw a lot of famous people at WrestleMania.
Who?
You saw like the guy from the reality TV show.
Oh, Mark. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I walked past Joey Janela and didn't realize it was him.
Well, yeah. I walked past Joey Janela and I did realize it was him. So
We saw Naomi walk by us. That was really random.
that was cool. That was cool. These are all wrestling celebrities aside from the Mark dude. I'm talking about a legitimate NBA
Suplex.
star.
That was pretty cool.
We did see him again. I don't know if his fame transcends Bobin. Okay.
I don't know, man. Apparently, like he went to like a after party thing with other wrestlers.
Yeah, we were there.
We didn't get invited.
We
to
were
that,
there.
You know?
We went.
We don't get drinks
We
at
went to
fucking
the
Baron
WrestleMania.
Corbin.
We went to the WrestleMania after party. We were
Yeah.
invited. Yeah, we had a
We
good
had
time.
drinks at Baron Corbin. Guys. It
We
was
hung
sick.
out
Like, yeah.
with
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin and Hornswoggle the whole time.
Hell yeah.
It was a wild night, honestly.
Good dynamic, those two.
Oh my gosh. We spent
A
the
lot
whole
of
night
chemistry.
talking about Hornswoggle's burnt down house from when he was a kid. It was awesome. Wild night.
Good for the horny. That's his name, horny.
Run that back for me.
That's gotta be the thing someone said on commentary once, right? Like Michael Cole. Oh, horny.
No, it's not. Michael Cole's not that kind of guy. What the fuck do you think Michael Cole's doing?
Jerry said it. You think Jerry says that?
No, I don't.
No. Dang.
No, maybe that's the type of low-hanging fruit Matt Stryker and
Mm.
Vampiro would go for, you know? But even Jerry
Matt
Lawler
Stryker
has
say that?
standards.
If Hornswoggle were to appear in Lucha Underground, would Matt Stryker be like, "Oh, horny, you're so silly"?
I think he would, yeah, obviously. He probably did on fucking NXT season 1. You know, wasn't Hornswoggle like one of the mentors? I feel like he
No,
was.
I don't think so.
He definitely
Hey, any of you
was.
Hornswoggle fans? I'm a real one. We call ourselves the horny, okay?
Yo,
Rise up, horny.
it's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. So, King Cuerno and Johnny Mundo, Steven. They're
They were
fighting.
brawling.
They're brawling after the match, and then they fall over into some boxes, and then it just kind of ends. It just kind of ends as they fall into the boxes, and Vampiro
That's the
screams.
episode.
Vampiro screams the iconic words which will live on forever.
My favorite part.
It's the hot tub guy.
Yo, who was it?
I don't know, but the camera cuts to Vampiro with a fat Hispanic man who is apparently the hot tub guy.
I thought it was like a guy from like Hot Tub Time Machine, maybe. But I legit didn't know who it was.
I know there's one guy on YouTube who interviews wrestlers in his hot tub, and like one time he interviewed Thunder Rosa, and she looked really uncomfortable.
Was that him?
I don't know, because those interviews that I've seen were from like 2016, 2017. I don't know if he was doing it back in
I'm not fat, I'm chubby guy. I thought it was him.
Fluffy?
Yeah, I thought it was Fluffy for
You
a
thought it was
second.
Gabriel Iglesias?
Yeah.
I don't think it was him.
Who's the Hot Tub guy?
I don't know who the hot tub guy is. We need to do a bat signal. We need to do a TikTok where we need to find out who the fuck hot tub guy is. Okay?
Yeah.
We need
AMA.
to know. No, we'll
If
go
we ever
back
meet
to the mall.
Vampiro, if we ever meet Vampiro, we fucking take our phones out. Hey, Vamp, who is Hot Tub guy?
Who is hot tub guy?
Tell us right now.
And why did you scream about him?
Why did this like bury your talent like pushing themselves through a fence, man?
Honestly.
Why did you do it?
No, I think next time we go to the shopping mall to record you talking to strangers, we have a photo of hot
Who's
tub
Hot
guy.
Tub Guy?
Who is this man? We've been looking for him for years.
We even ask them permission. We just walk around like the streets of like Austin or whatever. Like, who is this guy?
Who is
And
it?
people are just like running away from me. Like, why is this crazy Asian dude yelling at me?
That's what they would think. They'd say, "Why is he so crazy and why is he so Asian?" They'd be
Yeah,
my
that's how it'd
concerns
be, like,
too. Yeah, but Steven,
an
don't you
episode.
worry. The episode's not over yet. Because
What's Hot Tub Guy? He wasn't the
No,
closer.
unfortunely, Hot Tub Guy
Was there an
not
after
the
credit
closer.
scene? That's why it closed out.
Oh no, you missed it.
Oh, what happened?
Well, there was a vignette with the X-ray car. The red
Oh, they actually
X-ray
missed out
car.
the end credit scene? No
You
way.
did. The X-ray car is back, Steven.
Oh my god.
And we see Black Lotus as the trunk is popped open. Like we're the point of view of the bad guy right now, and it's Black Lotus.
Oh my gosh.
And she looks terrified. And then
It's like the
Steven,
pie cam.
you hear a voice. You hear like a really distorted voice. It's kind of like Son of Havoc from the first couple episodes.
Son of Havoc? That's Black Lotus? Oh my god.
And it's him.
No way.
And he's saying, "What do you know about Lucha Libre? Come here."
I mean, it's a form of wrestling in Mexico. You know, like, it's pretty popular there.
Yeah, it's weird because also I think she was gagged, so I don't know if Black Lotus could respond.
He's like,
But then we cut away and we see the person asking if Black Lotus knows about Lucha Libre, and Steven, I will be damned. It's the Green Man from episode 1. The Green Man who asked us to come with him. It's him.
oh my god! Wait, this is actual long-term booking. This is insane.
This is like real Lucha Underground lore. I remember us being so fascinated with Green Man, the Green Cum Man. Okay, and he's back, and now he's
the Cum Man.
he's back, and he's
We said that.
and he's asking Black Lotus to come with him now. He doesn't want us to come with him. He wants Black Lotus to. And so that's how the episode ends, is he rips Black Lotus out of the trunk. Oh my god. This is exciting. This is electric. Wow, fans.
Now this is wrestling.
This is
Clap, clap,
wrestling.
clap, clap.
That was Lucha Underground Season 1, Episode 16. Not as bad as Episode 15, but still not stellar.
It was a very raw like episode where like each match ended with like a DQ or a squash.
Yeah.
Or interference.
Again, this is kind of just the nature of Lucha Underground, you know? But like, I feel like usually it's kind of justified because the stories are pretty good. But this, like, I didn't care about Cuerno and Mundo. I just
I like Cuerno. I think he's sick.
Yeah, I think they're both awesome. I just don't care about their story because, like, why does Cuerno care about beating up Johnny
Cuerno
Mundo?
does the same story of just stalking people and just attacking them.
Yeah, I will say.
And
I
then
think
the same thing with Drago, where it's this legit just the same story as last
at
time.
least his match was very fun to
exact
watch.
thing.
Him and Aerostar was a very
Yeah.
fun match. That was cool.
Got like demoted though to Aerostar, poor guy.
Yeah, a little bit. But Steven, do you have any further insight or commentary on this wonderful edition of Lucha Underground that we watched?
No.
No?
Nah.
Were you worried
I
that
feel like,
last week was going to be the last episode of Lucha Underground you ever watched?
dang, yeah.
Yeah, you were? That's tough. That would have
I
been
got
a
canceled.
rough episode to go. You wouldn't have replaced
Dude,
me?
what a I think when like Sexy Star wins, like, oh man, it's been ruined, man. This stinks.
You just mean when she wins
Not
in
being
general?
sexist, by the way. Not sexist. I just don't like Sexy Star.
You're
you know?
saying it's inevitable that Sexy Star beats Big Rick?
Yeah.
No.
It's gonna happen.
No.
The crew are gonna interfere. Like, yo, Big Rick, fuck you. You're more like a big dick.
Yo!
Sexy Star.
True. Holy
That's what happens.
shit. That would be pretty good, though. That would be smart of the crew, being like, we don't want to fuck with Big Rick, so they come out and distract him so Sexy can win. That is a good move, Steven. Good call.
That's some good long-term booking.
Honestly. Dude,
I like how long-term booking for
we-
people on the internet just means like a week of build-up.
I had this written down in my notes from before I was in the hospital. I'm so glad you brought this up. We need it to be a bit on this podcast where anything, everything is
It's good
long-term
long-term
booking, because that is what
No,
it
'cause
is
legit,
now.
everyone says this is some good long-term booking, guys. It's been 1 week, man.
Oh my, or just stuff that's completely accidental, like just stuff that has
Yeah.
no relation. I forget what it was, but it was like Finn Balor and Edge like fighting in NXT like 3 years ago. And
Oh
then
my
it was
gosh.
Finn and Edge like
I
with
know
the
what you're
Judgment Day
talking
stuff.
about.
And I was like, this is long-term
This is
booking.
some good long-term booking, guys. It's like when they do a rivalry with like a young wrestler like meeting another wrestler, and like years later they meet up. That's some real long-term.
I
booking,
hope
guys.
I'm getting worked and the person is just very intelligent and funny that posted that, like clearly trying to get people worked up. But holy shit. That's what our Twitter account needs to be, Steven. Is just long-term booking
Yeah.
for like the most obscure shit. Okay?
I feel like if we do that though, it would unironically get really popular for some reason.
Some of them would, yeah. We need to find
just
like
fucking marks.
FT, like the revival back in NXT tweeting at Will Ospreay. Okay, we gotta find like some like random tweet from back then, okay? Like,
Alexa Bliss, like in Dax segments, that's long-term booking.
yo,
I'm gonna say that.
exactly.
And Alexa Bliss goes all elite, man, because everyone goes all elite now apparently.
So true. So
Except for that
true.
one person. We don't talk about them.
Dakota Kai. I miss her.
A lot of them
I miss her
actually
every
don't go
day.
all elite.
Whatever.
Brian Kendrick is the one that popped up in my
The
head.
man with a plan? Well, it's
Yeah,
weird you talk about that,
man.
Steven. I actually have a Brian Kendrick story in our week of segment that we have to get to.
Oh my god,
so
what did you do this time?
You want to get to it? You want to get to it?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Hey, man. You know what day is it today?
What day, Steven?
Well, I guess not today. It was like years ago. It was February 25th.
Yo, very good.
Isn't that crazy?
Did you write that down?
Isn't that crazy? No, I just remembered in my head.
That's
Like
very
an
good.
elephant, dude.
That's still
I just
impressive.
remember everything.
Yo,
It's my long-term booking in my memory.
honestly,
My
that is some
long-term
killer
booking in my
long-term
head.
booking right there. Oh
It's pretty
my
good,
god.
man. It's pretty
You're
good.
right. You're so right. Well, Steven, we do have to talk about what else happened in the world of wrestling when that episode of Lucha Underground aired. It is, you're right, February 25th of 2015. Great long-term booking. And I got some really just shit stories and then also some good ones.
Wow.
Would you
If they involve actual shit, that'd be so cool. Because
Like-
wrestlers love shit for some reason.
like human excrement you're talking about, Steven?
Yes. You hear the one with Andre the Giant where he had to shit on a plane and they couldn't like
We've
fit
had
into an
this
actual, like, stall?
conversation on the podcast before.
Have we?
We
Well,
have.
It's a very good story. If you don't know, everyone should look it up.
Yeah, and the
I
story
enjoy
again,
it.
just from my own memory, because I'm not an elephant, unfortunately. Andre just took a big old dump in the middle of a plane.
Yeah, I got fed laxatives.
That's cool.
Yeah. Poor guy. They put newspapers down for him, man. He just had to squat down and just, you know.
Well, like an
Have to
actual
go.
elephant. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, like an actual elephant.
Oh no, that has to be
That poor-
dehumanizing.
Nah.
That's
For Andre, nah, he could beat you up, you
No,
know.
you're right, you're
Well, I don't know. I don't know about Andre. He kind of moves very slow.
Yeah, you're right. He was past the social graces at that point. But Steven,
Yeah.
you want to know some exciting news?
What?
The Oscars are coming up in 2015. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
we should have
gosh.
timed it
And
when the Oscars
we-
actually happened.
So we could do an Oscars watch along. Oh my God, we need
I
to.
guess when we did do the Oscars when it happened, we somehow did like the Slammies.
Oh,
somehow
right.
coincided with that. I don't know
That's
how that
pretty good.
happened.
That's pretty
It was just by
good.
luck.
With a recap, I guess that is pretty lucky. But Steven, one, fix your
Yeah.
goddamn smoke detector, and two,
What?
And two, Steven, the Oscars are coming up at the time of this episode of Lucha Underground, and
My God.
it's huge. We love these crossover events between wrestling and just pop culture. Okay, we talked about the Super Bowl a few weeks ago. Shout out to Bam Bam.
It works really well when they do rap concerts and they're there. Those are sick.
Hell yeah! And
You've
so,
seen that, right?
No.
The Street Profits was like Chad Gable at like a rap like festival, and like nobody cared.
Oh, that's on them. You know, that's kind of they did like one music festival in the UK. NXT used to always do, and that was always good. It looked like the Riot.
Well, the ones
Fest
who
or
won here
some
were
shit,
all
I don't know.
black wrestlers, so like I don't know. So
Very cool.
It's a good big.
I have to
coincidence,
tell you, Chad Gable is not a black wrestler.
his partner was not at the time either.
Otis is also quite
I don't think it
Caucasian.
was Otis. Was it Otis? It might have been like Bobby Roode or something.
Bobby
Was his
Roode?
partner at the time.
Were
yeah.
they a tag team?
Yeah. You didn't remember that?
Oh my God, no.
Because I didn't for a second until I remembered it.
I remember the Dirty Dogs, but that was like not that long ago.
Well, Dirty Dogs are back.
Hell yeah, they are.
My boys.
Let's go. But Steven, the point I bring of bringing up the Oscars is that wrestling news blog lady from whom we get all of our news, she was
Our
so
homie.
excited.
We should really contact her, by the way, one day.
We should. She's still at it. She's still killing it. And she was so excited because there are rumors that the Oscars are trying to recruit Dwayne Johnson.
That's my favorite wrestler. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. And actually, it was announced that he's going to be presenting one of the awards at the Oscars. This is huge. Okay? I don't know why this was a news story.
It's almost as if he was like a very famous like actor at the time.
But like, it doesn't need to be on Wrestling News Blog. You know?
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it fucking doesn't.
I like
Okay?
how the wrestling news blog lady is a really big TNA fan.
Half of
The
her
real life TNA
articles
news.
are fucking TNA. And
Awesome. Good for her.
oh my God, I
She's
can't wait
saving
for
the
that
industry.
company to collapse, okay? I can't wait.
How's she gonna say that? Like, did the AJ Styles baby storyline happen yet?
AJ is gone from TNA. We know this, okay? AJ's out
Oh,
of
that's
there.
right. Bullet Club.
Exactly. But Steven,
Blue Club.
if you remember it was maybe a month ago at this point on the podcast, it was the Royal Rumble going on. Daniel Bryan was the one everyone wanted to win, Daniel Bryan lost. Roman Reigns won, and this cemented Roman Reigns. In addition to the not the pipe bomb. In addition to the Colt Cabana interview CM Punk did, this kind of cemented Roman Reigns as being a bad guy. The crowd just hating him.
When people like started booing him?
Exactly.
I don't remember because I remember like they were pushing him before as like the best thing ever, right? He was like eliminating a lot of people from the Rumble and Survivor Series.
But people liked him.
Like people were cheering, yeah.
And then it was like make Roman look strong.
Anti-Roman propaganda.
A little bit.
You know, apparently Roman was supposed to betray the Shield first, and then they changed it to Seth.
That was a good move. That was a good move.
Yeah.
How do you know? Who said that?
TikTok comments. I don't know if it's true or not.
Oh my God, Steven. What the
It
was
could
a
be
dude
true.
with the
I don't
stars,
know.
the glow-in-the-dark stars on his wall? Was that him?
No. I
No?
don't know what you're talking about. We shouldn't bully people on TikTok.
What do you mean? I just like his
get out
glow-in-the-dark stars. Don't you see mine?
I mean, I also don't like his glow-in-the-dark stars.
What are you talking? I like your shower that you have behind you,
Thank you.
Steven. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Oh my
Very nice.
gosh, one of your backgrounds eventually needs to be that video of Bret Hart where he's really proud of him being on The Simpsons. He's like, yeah,
Oh my
bet you Ric
gosh.
Flair
With
doesn't have
figure?
one of these.
I edit out the figure to be like a picture of like Ric Flair or something.
You really should. You really should. And so,
License that The Simpsons, the Bret Hart figure. That's crazy to me.
dude, that I wonder how much that costs because that would be a really cool collectible. to
Maybe
have.
like he didn't have a contract for merchandise with the Fed.
He definitely did in 96, 90, whatever. Yeah, he absolutely
probably
did.
yeah, probably.
So, but Steven,
Yes.
I bring up the Royal Rumble and Roman's sort of aversion that the fans are developing to him,
I love
because
that Bret Hart's so proud of being on this.
so proud. They announced, if you remember a few weeks back, that Roman Reigns is going to fight Daniel Bryan at Fastlane, and the winner.
I forgot this pay-per-view was a thing.
The winner will get the shot against Brock Lesnar for the title at WrestleMania. And so we remember how history went. Roman Reigns got that title shot. Because that's when Seth cashed in, all that kind of stuff.
Let's shit on the crowd more, guys.
But I remember a few weeks ago just being blown away with you. Like, if Roman's supposed to be your good guy, why the fuck would you book him in a one-on-one match against Daniel Bryan where you put that match on the line?
He's got to put him over, you know? The other
Jesus
talent.
Christ.
Passing the torch.
And I was like, Steven, I don't remember that match happening. Tell me that match didn't happen. And you were like, I don't want to do spoilers. We'll find out in a few weeks.
Did we find out? Did it happen?
Well, a few weeks has gone by and we found out. Steven, Fastlane 2015 took place. The main event was Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan.
Oh my God.
And Roman Reigns
DQ.
beat Daniel Bryan clean.
Hey, sick. That's my boy. That's the big dog baby. Ooh, wah. I don't know, man. Roman Reigns is pretty fucking awesome, man. You know, he's a modern day Cena.
And
just saying.
Daniel Bryan approaches Roman after the match. They shake hands, and he says, "You better whoop his ass at WrestleMania."
They got booed.
Yes.
They both got booed. It's so hard.
So, like, I saw this a mile away. You saw this a mile away. What the fuck? How did that match happen? Like, and why?
It was in the room like, hey guys, we know Roman's getting booed and like Daniel Bryan's getting asked to be.
We want to keep that energy. We want to roll that into WrestleMania.
Yeah, let's keep the same negative energy.
What the
we're the
fuck?
casuals. Well, I guess you're a casual fan. You're both for Roman and Daniel Bryan, right? I assume.
Yeah, and honestly, I watched the match on YouTube, or some of the match on YouTube for my research,
right?
and like there was a mixed reaction from the crowd. Like, people were still cheering Roman, but it's still crazy. Like, you want him to be your top good guy. Don't have him beat your actual top good guy. You know?
What? They beat The Miz? No way.
Oh my, yeah.
That's crazy.
I guess so. But that was the main event of Fastlane.
How long was that ago? We're still getting Roman to like Brock to this day. That's crazy.
Oh my god. We can't spoil
I just
our current
realized
events,
this is
but
like
shit.
2015. Like, oh my god.
It actually was. It's legitimately been 7 years. It's been over 7
Is this
years.
Brock 2 or Brock 1?
This would be Brock 1, I believe, because that was Mania 32 in Dallas. No, Mania 31 in California. And again, that's where Seth cashes in. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, these things happen.
Maybe.
So also on that pay-per-view, Steven, you mentioned John Cena having someone throw the towel in for him earlier.
Did that happen?
John Oliver actually throwing in the towel for
Oh
John
my
Cena.
God, did I actually predict the future?
You did
That's
not.
crazy, guys.
Unfortunately,
Dang it.
John Oliver was not at Fastlane.
No!
Who was at Fastlane was John Cena's appointment. What? John Cena's
this-
opponent and that of
Is this
Rusev.
the John Laurinaitis match?
No.
Oh.
I fucking wish it was. That was like
Okay.
capital punishment or some shit.
Oh, my
But-
favorite pay-per-view.
Yeah. It was Rusev versus John Cena. And Rusev made John Cena pass out to the accolade. And he won the match.
Gosh. That's actually a really good way to get over.
Right?
Just make him pass out.
I think
you know?
so. I think so. And so
Or throw him to like a spotlight.
I didn't
That
remember
also
that
works.
match happening between Rusev.
I remember
and
Rusev Cena at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I do remember that. The tank. Of
That's all I
course.
know from that feud.
Do you remember from Fastlane 2015 Goldust beating Stardust? Because that also happened.
What? Is Stardust still wrestling?
Stardust?
Wow.
I don't really fucking
I
know.
hope that Stardust guy is still wrestling. He's sick.
Yeah, I hope not. But I wonder if we were to watch this match back to back with like Double or Nothing 2019, just like how it would go. You know?
Oh my God, yeah. Well,
Like-
they probably got like what, 10 minutes max? Not even 10. It's probably like 7-8 minutes.
It couldn't have even gotten that. What you would be pumped, Steven, on Fastlane, there were like very few matches on this pay-per-view. One of them did see the team of Cesaro and Tyson Kidd win the tag team titles. So,
Ooh,
you know,
good team.
They
I like Tyson Kidd a lot. I think he's sick. Too bad his neck doesn't.
yeah, you only
exist
got like
anymore.
6 more months of him, man. I'm sorry about that.
Dude, you don't get. I was so, like sad when that happened, dude. That was such a mark for
Yo,
fucking.
fuck
Tyson
Samoa
Kidd.
Joe, and I said that shit, okay?
We hate Samoa Joe here, guys.
We are following Lucha, hate Samoa Joe, and it's, you know,
Fuck Joe.
it's just for one reason and one reason only, and that is our
Killing
dear
Tyson
sweet
Kidd.
TJ, our dear sweet TJ Wilson.
How is he married to Natalia? That's crazy to me still, man. Makes no sense.
What's crazy about that marriage to you, Steven?
I don't know, man. There's Total Diva segments. They don't
Okay.
make them look like the greatest couple ever.
Well, no, but
Just say-
I was curious. I thought like maybe you thought one of them was out of the league of the other.
Oh.
But you think
I
they're
don't know.
appropriate?
Tyson Kidd's very attractive, man.
Yeah, I don't know. My girlfriend looks like Paige, so I don't know if anyone's.
My girlfriend looks like 2014 Paige, guys. We
Yeah.
watched AEW the first time yesterday. It was awesome. She really liked that one guy, Darby Allin. I was a big fan of him.
I need you to find me the original post of the dude saying his girlfriend looks like Paige. I need it in my life so badly.
My girlfriend looks like Paige, guys.
When I say it is true, because my girlfriend does look like Paige. I don't know if you know, Steven.
You seen that guy Pasta, right? It's like that guy who like watched AEW the first time, like his female friend. Like, my female friend watched AEW the first time. She's not a fan of wrestling, but she knows people like Curry, man.
I didn't.
Word for word, by the way.
That's very funny. Steven, you could have like a whole new life, like just
Yeah.
being a person who creates wrestling copy pastas. I think you could be legitimately very talented at it.
Well, I just steal them from like fucking Reddit.
I
so
know, but I'm
probably
saying I
why.
think you could be writing them. I think this could be a career. You know?
Yeah?
Yeah, you could
What's a good
circulate them on
one?
4chan.
Who is currently right now like being a weirdo?
Being a weird. You could do like something about FTR being the best tag team in the world. You know, something like just really just over the top.
FTR's my favorite tag team, guys. I haven't seen a great tag team like this since the Young Bucks.
Or about how like Dax Harwood is like an underrated singles wrestler. You got
Dax Harwood was one of the greatest single wrestlers of all time. He had a great 5-star match with my favorite other wrestler, CM Punk. It was so awesome. It made me jizz my pants from how great it was. And then he had the greatest match ever with the other guy, Joey Wheeler.
Joey. Who's Joey Wheeler?
That's how you'd say it. I liked him ever since he debuted on the Revival when he had hair. That was awesome.
Steven, we need to create Mr. Cisco t-shirts for us. We are also
Fuck,
creating
yeah.
Joey Wheeler t-shirts for us. Just with Dash on there. It's just him.
No, I think the cod pasta ends with like he was my favorite member of TR, not like the bald one. Oh,
So
that's
true.
good. That's good.
Sure.
Thicker body and bigger chest. That's my type of wrestler.
Yeah. Can you please get started on writing that, Steven? This is really important.
Yeah.
That'll be our TikTok
Well, there was that
caption.
one guy's like, you see wrestlers like these nowadays, they don't look like what they used to look like back then. Back then, they were really jacked. Now, they look like twinks.
Yo, can we talk
There's like
about...
a picture of Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah,
Like, I wouldn't say Dolph Ziggler was a twink. That guy is like... That guy was an actual wrestler.
kind of a twink.
No, like a real, like, mat wrestler.
Can we talk about where Control Your Narrative went? Because I haven't heard about them in so long. Where the fuck are they?
Stop scary.
Where are they?
I think it was just...
Been trying to buy tickets. I've been trying to do a Following Lucha road trip. And
yeah, I want to be on Chili's, you know? I want a rent room in the bathroom. Come on, give it to me.
They didn't have a show at Chili's, did they?
Yeah, dude. I think it's Applebee's or Chili's, one of them.
That's
But I remember, like,
crazy.
the video of the rant room was, like, in the janitor's closet of, like, an Applebee's.
No. If we ever do a live Following Lucha, as I'm sure we will, at WrestleMania weekend.
I reminded of something.
Yeah?
I saw a TikTok of, like Little League, like, little people wrestling. And they're like, we at Little People Wrestling are against the controversy, guys. We had a protest against Little People Wrestling. But just so you know, this is empowering towards us. Like, who is protesting Little People Wrestling?
Me? What the fuck? That
Why
shit's
are they
not
protesting
natural.
this?
That shit is
It's
not
so mean.
natural. Okay? Yeah.
Poor guys trying to have fun, like, wrestling. They're getting protested or not doing
You're
it.
asking questions like who's protesting midget wrestling? Literally, one of the storylines on Lucha Underground right now is that Dario Cueto is staunchly anti-little person. Okay? Yeah, so these are the type of people.
That's what people say, you know. I hate Little People Wrestling.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
They say.
We got to speak
They
truth to
say.
power. We got to speak truth to power, Steven. And so let's keep doing that by talking about the World of Wrestling in February of 2015. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because a WWE NXT star is making headlines because he recently
Who could it be?
was there on the side of the road when an SUV flipped over, popped up over the
fuck?
curb, smashed into a tree. And this NXT superstar was there to save a woman from the flipped over vehicle.
I think I remember this. I don't know who though.
That NXT wrestler was Solomon Crow, aka
Good guy.
Jeremiah. Yeah, great guy.
Great guy.
Jeremiah Crane, aka the Sami Callihan.
Was that his? What was his WWE name again? Was it
Solomon Crow. Yeah.
Because I remember people like you know that one YouTube account that's like Dean Ambrose. Like they're just trying to be Dean Ambrose.
No.
But like it's like Titty Master shit. Like Titty Master Dean Ambrose. Like, your titties are so good, man. Like stuff like that. Just really cringe comments like that. Where like people like role play on the WWE YouTube account.
Can we talk for a really quick second? I hate to derail, Steven. What the fuck is up with those Twitter accounts where they're role-playing wrestlers? And why is
It's
this
always been a thing.
Why? Because exactly, if it was like a period of like a year or two where it's like, oh, that was a weird thing on Twitter for a little
Like
bit.
2014, it makes sense, right?
It's been
I
a
feel
thing
like.
since I've been a small child. These role play accounts. What
And
the
they're always so
fuck?
cringe. That's the thing. It's always like Dean Ambrose being like, "Oh, I'm the Titty Master guy," you know.
Who are the people
At least
doing
CM
this?
Puke 3 was pretty good. I like that guy.
But
That guy was
who as an adult has transitioned out and then like
adults.
Steven, who
Just
are
wanna
they?
role plays their favorite wrestlers, you know.
Who are they?
As long as wanting to be the Titty Master, dude.
And sometimes they're like, it's really obviously all their accounts interacting with one another. It's not like other people. And it's
Is
like,
this conspiracy?
dude, just play with your action figures.
Conspiracy?
Like,
Just play the game.
just play the video games. Fucking
Oh my gosh, you know I remembered.
smash some
For
plastic.
some reason, people are just obsessed with sharing their like My Universe mode stuff. Like, I don't care about your My Universe
Oh
mode.
my
I don't
God.
care who your champion is. It's like the YouTube come like, oh my god, Sami Zayn is so underrated. He's my current Universal champion right now on Universe
Those
mode.
are very funny comments.
Like I don't care, man. You know?
Yo,
I made him heel. I gave him a black jacket.
my
Like,
champion in
sick,
the
dude.
universe right now is Ricky Starks. Okay, and my tag team
My champion
champions.
is Dax.
Yo, yeah. My world champion is Dax Harwood, and my intercontinental champion is Jake Wheeler.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty.
My
cool.
Universal Mode champion is Arviano Davari. Oh, my
Yo,
favorite wrestler, by
miss
the way.
Daivari every
Arya.
goddamn day. Miss him dearly.
Dude, his lariat was pretty sick, though.
Yeah, honestly.
I think he did lariat. I don't remember what he did.
But big shout out to Solomon Crow for saving a woman.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about saving lives. I forgot.
I always complain about Twitter. It's cool.
How do we get to, like, roleplay?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Also, Steven, maybe the biggest news story this week is that one of the top trends on Twitter is hashtag...
Planking.
Did we do this last week?
No.
I swear to God, I did. I said, Steven, there's a big hashtag, and then you said planking.
Maybe it's a Mandela effect. I did it in the last universe, and now this universe, I'm seeing it for the first time.
But I'm thinking, like, did I already talk about this news story last week?
What was it?
Hashtag give divas a chance.
No, I don't remember this.
Okay, I think it was hashtag cancel WWE Network, and then you said planking. And now
it's my go-to thing to say.
Good bit.
My to-go like answer, planking.
So true. So hashtag.
What were you doing in 2014? Planking.
Hashtag planking. So hashtag give divas a chance was trending, and I was like, oh my god, that's like a huge news
Were they
story.
still divas at the time?
Yeah, they were still divas.
Okay.
That doesn't change for like still over another year.
Wow, the revolution hasn't happened. Stephanie hasn't invented women yet. That's crazy.
But the whole entire trend of hashtag give divas a chance was preceded by a match on Raw this week, a 26-second tag team match between Paige and Emma versus the Bella Twins.
That sounds awesome. I bet the crowd loved that.
Yeah. That's cool. Like in 26 whole seconds. And the week before on Raw.
Was it Cool Emma or Bubble Emma?
It was Bubble Emma. It wasn't Emelina Emma, sadly.
I like the Cool Emma where she goes like with the gun like.
Yo, with Dana Brooke? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't remember she was with Dana Brooke at all.
Yeah, that's how Dana Brooke debuted, was with Emma.
I thought she maybe with Charlotte.
No.
Oh.
I mean, maybe. No, I don't think so. I think Dana Brooke was with Emma. I swear.
Oh.
Yeah. And so...
I like Emmeline.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
That was sick.
Peak Emma. The week before this, Steven, was the segment where the Bella Twins stole all of Paige's clothes. So she was naked, and so she had to steal a fairy outfit from one of the Rosebuds.
It's a fetish.
Yes. So this...
Awesome.
This is the divas content we've been given the past 2 weeks.
She looked like my girlfriend at the time.
Yo, my girlfriend looks just like that. When my girlfriend dresses up like a fairy, she looks just like Paige.
Dude, this person wrestling looks like my girlfriend, guys. It's very weird.
Yo. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of strange. Yeah. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. My girlfriend doesn't look like Paige. Paige looks like my girlfriend.
Looks like my girlfriend, guys.
I don't know if anyone's noticed, but Paige kind of looks like my girlfriend. That's cool.
Me and my girlfriend the other day, who happened to look like Paige, we watched Raw and we hated it.
Yo, right? But we turned on AEW, and oh my god.
Wednesday nights, man, that's when the house gets all excited.
Hell
Not
yeah,
in a sexual way, in an AEW way.
Hell yeah, in an all elite way. And so Steven, after Give Divas a Chance was a trend because everyone was pissed off. Like, what the fuck? We're in 2015.
Did they care?
Yeah.
Like, did people actually care at the time?
Definitely, definitely. Fans were pissed off. They were like, hey, what the fuck? A 20-second match? Paige is very talented. All these people are very talented. What the fuck are you... NXT was the worst thing that ever happened to the Divas division, okay? Because the moment they started pulling up girls that people saw were talented, they were like, what the fuck? You know? This was a massive mistake. Why did they ever train their female wrestlers?
And now people think they're boring because they've seen them for so long.
Who are you talking about?
Me.
Oh, you just don't like Paige? That's tough.
No, not me.
She hasn't wrestled in 7 years.
I think people are getting tired of Charlotte, which is crazy.
People have always been tired. People were tired of Charlotte in 2016. Yeah.
Dude, Charlotte's awesome, dude, okay?
I love Charlotte. I unironically
Every time I think about Charlotte
love Charlotte.
I think about that one guy at WrestleMania when we were there who was like saying, yo, you fucking losers. Charlotte Flair is better than Ric Flair. You people boo me. I'm fucking right, guys. And
I mean, kind of true, though.
This guy's kind of
based. Because if you think about it, Charlotte Flair is like sexy star, but in real life, you know, like an actual
sexy star, honestly.
You know, an actual abuse woman who's fighting for women and made it to the top of the industry and continues to fight and just like maintains her dominance, you know, without the help of men.
Mary Andre, you know. How did that happen? I thought they broke up.
She and Andre are just such a happy couple.
I thought they broke up, man. What happened? How'd they get back together?
That's a great question. But we're not here to talk about her man, Steven, okay?
Oh,
Because we're here to talk about Charlotte Flair, how she's a strong woman and a great example in everything that Sexy Star wants to be. So, it's kind of true. But everyone is upset. Like, hey,
Good.
there are really talented women on this Divas division.
yeah.
What
like
the fuck
Nikki
are you
Bella,
doing?
you know?
Like, yeah, well, I mean, well, back then, I don't think we knew Nikki was, like, talented. But there was a chance, you know?
Back then, she was dating John Cena.
Exactly. And so it was just like that was the spark. It was a lot of tension, a lot of upsetness building
Dude,
for
remember
months.
when people were mad about the Bella Twins getting inducted to the Hall of Fame? Like, come on. I think they deserved it, you know?
They deserve
kind
it.
of made wrestling relevant with a lot of people who weren't interested in wrestling because they watched Total Divas.
Like,
No.
not really, because my sister
Okay.
loves Total Divas. My sister loves the Bella Twins. She doesn't
Yeah.
fucking watch wrestling. What is she, a dork?
But they
No.
got the names out of wrestling, you know? The Bella.
I
Like,
guess.
they're a bigger household name than Dax. Poor Dax.
Don't say that shit, okay?
Not my boy Dax. I don't want to shit on Dax, you know? I
Don't
love him.
ever shit on Dax. What the
I think
fuck?
he's the one with the hair, right? Dax?
Yeah, the one with like the little circle shape
Yeah.
in the back of his head. I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
But Stephanie McMahon, in response to hashtag Give Divas a Chance, tweeted out, "Your female wrestlers have record-selling merchandise." Or sorry, I am an idiot. My notes are a little bit confusing. Stephanie McMahon did not tweet out. AJ Lee tweeted out.
Oh, I forgot
and-
she existed at this time. I didn't
Yeah.
realize she was still wrestling.
And AJ Lee actually tagged Stephanie McMahon in her Twitter post. And she said, "At Stephanie McMahon, your female wrestlers have record-selling merchandise and have starred in the highest-rated segment on the show several times, and yet they're receiving a fraction of the wages and screen time of the majority of your male roster. Hashtag use your voice."
Wow.
Fucking crazy. I don't remember that.
Wow.
Because, like, that's
I didn't
real.
realize that much views. Because the crowd reaction doesn't say that, you know?
About women? Like, being
Yeah.
upset? Like, what? I don't know.
No, like when the divas wrestle, the crowd doesn't really react that much.
Well, it's because they're given 30 seconds on TV, man. What do you want them to react
Yeah.
to? You know, I think about when Paige debuted and fucked up AJ. That got a reaction, you know?
That was sick.
That was really sick. But, like,
And they did it again, but vice versa. You know, it's still sick.
still pretty sick. And then Vince McMahon, really, he solved all the problems, Steven, and he tweeted out, "We hear you. Keep watching. Hashtag Give Divas a Chance."
Hey, it's better than Tony Khan. He'd probably be like, guys, they're not
Guys!
good. Watch
Guys!
us next week.
Have you seen them? They suck!
Have you seen Tony Storm, guys? Come on.
That's really sad. I keep
I like
putting them
Tony
on
Storm.
TV. They give them airtime. They're just all really bad. It's so
Aw,
messed
poor Big
up.
Swole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll get a cool match on Forbidden Door. So it's all as well that ends well. I love that we are getting
Or
a
you won't
women's
pop
match
up on TV
on Forbidden Door. The combination.
if you're a champion.
Oh yeah, no. Don't expect TV time if you're champion. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're the TBS champion, you always get TV time because that title is more important than the actual women's
I'm not
title.
upset about it because Jade Cargill's kind of a badass. You know, just a little bit.
Honestly, her new group is sick as fuck. I love her new group. They're kind of awesome.
Yeah. Kira Hogan. I don't know how I feel about her yet. I don't know. Is she a good wrestler? I don't know.
I like that one girl, Hater.
Hater's not in
Isn't
her
she?
group.
No, that's from the Brick group.
Yes.
There's a lot of groups, so it's hard to keep track of all their names.
It's really not hard to keep track of Kira Hogan and Jamie Hayter. They're
What?
quite different.
Dude, I love Jamie Hater. You don't get it.
I
dude.
love Red Velvet. I have a crush on Red Velvet. I'll marry Red Velvet.
Dude, every time I think of Red Velvet, I think that one boss she did. Where she just
No,
landed on her
stop.
face.
Shut up. She's
Make a
pretty.
backflip.
Did you know she has sleeves? She has tattoo sleeves. Oh my god.
Wow.
Red
You
Velvet's
know,
sick as
tattoo
hell.
sleeves.
Randy
A lot of
Orton.
wrestlers have tattoo sleeves.
True. Especially Randy Orton. So Steven, how do you feel about hashtag Give Divas a Chance? Are you giving Divas a chance?
No.
Oh, you're not gonna
How
watch
was the
this
26-minute match?
No, it wasn't 26 minutes. Unfortunately, it was 26 seconds.
God.
That was the problem.
Oh, oh my god. that's awesome.
Imagine if there was a 26-minute match, they fucking
And no one
killed it,
cared.
and everyone online revolted. It was like, what the Fuck, bring back the Divas division.
Hell yeah,
That
we
would
need
have
back.
been sick.
But aren't there people unironically like wanting to bring back bra and panty shit? Or
Not
is it
bra
just,
and
like,
panty
the
shit.
sexist
I think
guys?
legitimately what it is like there are people our age who grew up with the Divas division, and so there's a level of nostalgia for it, like for like the butterfly belt and all that kind of stuff. But like,
I don't.
come on now.
I don't have nostalgia for the butterfly belt. That shit sucks, dude.
I don't know. I think the butterfly belt look. I think it looked kind of.
It looks
cool.
like it looks like one of those like Barbie like wrestling like dolls.
I had
they
a
put out.
Kelly action figure, and I had the Divas championship, and it was pretty cool, Steven.
I don't have
Okay.
any figure with a championship belt.
What?
Wait, no, that's a lie. I have the Tucker.
The
fucking
cardboard
belt.
title you do.
Yeah, that one's sick. I can't open it because apparently it's like worth like $40. You
can
know, once
open it,
those
Steven.
Tucker Knight stocks go up, guys. Once he goes all elite, cashing out, guys.
Yo,
All right,
true,
cashing
true,
out.
true. Don't ever cash out, Steven. That only goes up
No.
in time. Just wait until he dies, okay? The moment he dies,
Then I sell it.
oh my god, we got to get that thing autographed first, okay?
Yeah.
We really do.
Tucker is not wrestling, right?
Big fucker?
Wait,
He does yoga. He does yoga.
DDP or just Tucker yoga?
I don't know. He's doing better than me. He probably hasn't had a heart attack in the last week, you know? So, like, that's
don't know.
cool. Maybe Tucker did have a heart attack. Maybe we're just kindred spirits
Change his
like
life
that.
forever.
Yeah. Maybe Tucker didn't survive his. What if Tucker has passed away? I would cry.
I wouldn't know either.
No, how
I
would we
wouldn't- I
know?
wouldn't find out.
We'd
Oh
find
no, I
out
really would find out, right? It'd
from
be like
Wrestling
former.
Inc. Yeah.
Well, he's not WWE champion. He was never like a
Um,
champion, was he? So
Former,
they can't be like former WWE champion has passed away. It'd be
former
like,
greatest Royal Rumble participant has passed away.
I'm still waiting for Braun to fucking cash in
defend his
Royal
title.
Rumble, like
True.
trophy. Was it a trophy or a belt? That
I
they
think
got?
it was both. I think it was both.
Oh, it was
Kinda
a
like the
green
Owen
belt, right?
Rumble.
Like a green universal belt looked
It
disgusting.
was. It was really gross. It was like the UK title, but green. It's just really fucked up.
Ew.
Yeah, a little bit.
Was it red too? Like Christmas?
Maybe? I don't
I
remember.
feel like it is red, right?
But
Like
Steven,
red and green.
one more news story this week from 2015, and that is the main event of NXT. I just thought it was interesting
Oh my gosh!
because
What could it be?
NXT Takeover Rival, of course, happened last week, and
A rival or
no,
a rival?
Nope, just Rival.
Oh.
Yo, Steven.
Yeah, these names get kind of bad.
Steven, was the pay-per-view called NXT Takeover Arrival, but
There was,
Wrestling
right?
News Lady fucked it up and did Rival because she has a lot of typos. Fuck me.
It's a 50-50, honestly, man. You know?
Can you look up to see if Takeover Rival was a thing?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
It was Zayn versus Owens, right? I assume.
I'm not too certain. But she misspells really simple words. Like, a lot is one that she misspells.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is pretty
Hard
tough.
to catch up. She's not a journalist, you know.
No, you're right. You're right.
She's a blogger.
But Finn Balor was in the main event of NXT, and he
Wow.
beat the Brian Kendrick, which
Oh
I
my gosh!
don't remember
way.
Brian Kendrick being in NXT at that point, like at
did.
all.
It was like before. I remember it was like before CWC though. I don't remember him like
Yeah.
after.
That's what I mean. I don't remember him before CWC. I only like remember him like
Maybe-
showing up with his.
Maybe it was when
purple
like
pants.
205 Live was part of NXT for a bit, where they're like on every show of like Raw, SmackDown,
Well, no, this
NXT.
is before because the Cruiserweight Classic didn't happen until like 2016, 2017. This is early 2015.
I remember returning. Yeah, I remember him returning. He was like beardless. I remember.
Yeah,
this.
he was beardless. He looked
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
lame. But he lost to Finn.
What?
He lost to
I liked
Finn.
his TNA gimmick where he's like doing Shakespearean poetry for his promos.
Pretty good.
Sick.
Pretty good. Pretty
Good for
sick.
him.
But that was the Brian Kendrick news that I mentioned. That I teased the segment with. So pretty big
And then he
stuff.
would get fired from AEW years later.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Did he get fired, or he just like didn't sign a contract because of that?
I think he was probably going to be paid for his appearance, and they were like, actually, fuck that. We don't want your
Oh
appearance.
yeah.
You know.
all these like 30-day contracts they have.
Who knows?
Is it 30-day contracts? I don't know how much it is.
I don't know. I have no
The Tony
fucking
Nese
clue.
contract where he pops up on like pre-shows and stuff, but isn't like a shined wrestler. For Tony Nese.
Poor Tony. Poor Tony. I hope Buddy Matthews still isn't on a contract. I hope he's still on a
Yeah?
per appearance. Yeah. Yeah. Why would they sign him? Like,
It's like Kenny Omega.
what are they doing with him? They're having him beat up Fuego del Sol. Okay.
He lost to Pac. Oh, we didn't do our Atlantic like showdown like
What?
predictions. Our Atlantic Cup showdown like prediction stuff.
Oh, are we supposed to?
I thought we would because of the Owen Hart one.
We can, but the Atlantic Championship didn't exist last time we recorded.
Yeah.
So,
Sucks.
I mean, we can do predictions for what's left.
Huh?
I
mean, who's
don't know
who's
when
gonna
Forbidden
win?
Door is, but we can do predictions for that as well.
Which Japanese wrestler's showing up?
Toni Storm.
Maybe.
She's fighting Thunder Rosa.
For the title?
For the title.
Oh.
Which
Is that
like,
actually a thing?
yeah, I was just confused. Like,
Oh.
why didn't they get a woman from Stardom or something? Like, why not get like Kairi Hojo? That'd be sick as fuck.
Okay, do you think anyone from like Japan is gonna like win an AEW title?
Maybe Kairi. You know,
Maybe.
like I could see them bringing Kairi and having her win. Probably not two baby faces though. I guess. But isn't
I don't
Tony
know. They could
also
do
a baby?
baby faces. They've done it quite a bit.
Yeah, I
haven't
also
they?
think I don't think Tony Storm's a bad guy. So what the fuck? I don't fucking know. I don't have. Jesus Christ, my watch
Confusion.
is going off. Oh, by the way, guys, I have a Fitbit now.
So fit. He works out now. It's awesome.
No, I'm actually not allowed to work out for 6 months, but it's okay. I have this in case I have
That
another
makes it
hard
hard.
episode. So that's fun. That's fun.
How does it work? Is it like the veins in your arms? Is that how that works?
I don't fucking know. It's just
It's magic.
no fucking clue, Steven. But it works, I guess, maybe, potentially.
Yo.
We'll see. Hopefully we don't have to find out.
Oh my gosh.
But I think it's time we find out about the current events in like the modern day of professional wrestling, Steven.
What?
You want to
So
get
much
to it?
happened. Not this week. Just the past like few days.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
So let's do it, Steven. Steven, you're
Hey.
hosting this week. What the fuck?
Hey man.
Steven, you're the host.
Guess what happened this week?
Host.
You know what happened this week?
What happened?
You know what happened this
What week is it? What
You know
is the date? What is the date?
The day is 6/19.
No,
in
it's
like
not.
A few hours.
It's 6:18 right now, Steven. It's gonna be like
Oh.
6:20 something on the day this comes out.
It's really suck if you live in foreign countries and you go by day, month, and not month, day.
I
There's
think
no
they got
20th
it figured
there's no
out.
20th month. You
I
know?
think they got it. We only got Australian listeners, okay? So it's fucking fine.
It's true.
They'll figure it out. Steven, what has been
Yeah.
going on in this wonderful, wonderful, wacky world of professional wrestling that we
so
live in?
Raw happened this week. It was awesome. I love Raw so much, man. Raw's such a great show.
I was
You know
so
what happened on
excited
Raw?
about Raw. I forgot
Yeah.
to watch it when I was in the hospital, though.
Dang,
I-
how could you forget the greatest show ever?
I don't know. I remembered to watch NXT and AEW, though. So I did watch those from my
I
hospital
watched
bed.
SmackDown because I was interested.
Yo?
That's really it.
What happened on SmackDown?
They had the Riddle match with Roman.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
really good match.
I
Yeah,
saw a
Spears
false
and
finish.
RKO was sick.
I saw a false finish where Riddle hit an RKO, but like
Yeah.
Riddle's face afterwards ruined it for me. Like how exaggerated it was. I was like, dude,
Oh yeah. Sometimes Riddle's facials can get
you
really
just, like,
weird.
took me out the moment. That sucks. Oh, the moment of the 20-second clip
Yeah?
on Twitter I
You
watched.
thought Riddle was
yeah.
gonna win?
Yeah, I thought Riddle was gonna become champion.
To be fair, that's more
honestly.
wrestling than when people actually watch a SmackDown. You know.
Yeah,
20-second
those
clip.
20 seconds. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But Steven, I think the biggest news story, and the one that I've spent the most time paying attention to during my hospital stay,
Are we going by like of how cool they are, or just like the date of them happening?
I'm going based off of my list.
Okay.
And my first one on my list is the Wall Street Journal article that came out about the WWE.
What they say,
Yeah.
the Wall Street man.
The Wall Street Journal says that Vince McMahon, I don't know who that is, but Vince McMahon, he apparently offered hush money to a former employee to cover up an affair he was having. And not only was it Vince having an affair, it was also Johnny Ace, John Laurinaitis.
People power.
People power. Dude, fucking, is he cheating on the Bella Twins' mom? Because that is fucked up.
No, right? It's in the 80s, right? I thought.
In the 80s?
Wasn't this all in the 80s, or was it like after?
No way, this was the 80s.
I know Vince was during the 80s, the NDA stuff.
Vince better been swinging dick in the 80s.
Whatever you do,
okay?
guys, by the way, don't go in Vince's limo. All right?
Why not?
Don't go there.
Why not?
Don't go his limo.
It looks fun.
No.
Looks like a good time.
You know what? At least us AW Chads, we have Tony Khan. He doesn't have sex. He can't have sex scandals.
Yo, I
Another
can't
win for the
picture
good
Tony Khan
guys.
ever having sex. I really can't. Maybe with a prostitute. I can't picture Tony Khan ever like having like he seems too busy. It's not like I think he's a weird bad guy, but like he doesn't have time to have sex.
Another
know?
one for the good guys.
Another win for the good guys. You're so right, Steven. Would you...
Honestly, this is kind of crazy news. Oh, what were you saying?
I would... No, it's fine.
What's
No, I shouldn't say what I was going to say. It was just...
What are you going to say?
It's not
Is it
appropriate.
gonna be offensive?
No, it wasn't going to be
man.
offensive. I guess maybe a little bit. I was going to ask you if Tony Khan propositioned you for sex, whether or not you would take him up on that. But given the circumstances, maybe not the best question. Best hypothetical.
Why would you
to
ask that? That's sexual harassment.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, not if you're in...
would you
Like,
do that?
I don't know. I'm not an employee of AEW, so if Tony Khan asked me to fuck, I'd be like, yes.
I honestly, an NDA for $2 million to have sex with Vince doesn't sound that bad to me. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding.
If it was a
That's bad
consensual
joke.
relationship...
I think it was
which-
consensual, right?
That's what
I
it
don't
sounds
know.
like, which is good.
Maybe it
but
was like a
also,
power move
she signed an
where, like,
NDA,
he's the boss.
and she may not want to
Yeah.
say, hey, it wasn't consensual, because that could lead to not great stuff for her.
don't
So
know.
who knows? Also, how
Well-
consensual can it be when it's your boss? You know, another question.
Right.
That's why
It's
me
like,
and Tony Khan.
are you using your boss? Or your boss using you? You know, a lot of questions.
Well, I don't.
this.
You would never
Here.
really be using your boss. It would always be the other way around as a concern. You
What?
know? Like your boss isn't at risk of being victimized in that
See,
situation.
this is where our misogyny comes in because we're not women, so we can actually have like good
My
opinions
boss
on this
is
matter.
a woman. If she tried
boss is
having
also a
sex with me,
woman.
I don't think that would be allowed. I'm gonna be honest.
No, she makes you NDA, man.
Oh, yeah, then it's allowed.
This is
you're
the
right.
episode that cancels us.
What? What are you talking about?
This Vince stuff.
No. What's it called? No, the point is I wouldn't be an employee of All Elite Wrestling. So if Tony Khan wanted to have sex
I mean,
with me,
what wrestler is an employee of All Elite Wrestling? You know, a lot, but not also a lot aren't. So it's a 50-50 list. I
thank
feel
you for
like.
that point. I just wanted to finish
know.
my point about how I'm allowed to have sex with Tony Khan if he wanted, okay? That's all I
What?
wanted to say.
I
Okay?
mean, I would too. You know,
You would?
I would too, man.
That's cool. I'm sorry. I don't want to like
I would too.
blow out your candle. Maybe you want to have sex with Tony Khan more than me. And like
I would love.
you
to.
can have him then. I don't want to take him away from you, Steven.
Gotta rep the Jaguars, you know.
The Jaguars?
Like Jeff Hardy when he got arrested with the Jaguars t-shirt.
Oh yeah, hey guys, Jeff Hardy got a DUI, so that's cool.
Dude, honestly, AEW got really lucky with this because like he got arrested. It was like garbage news for him, right? And then a few days later, hey guys, Vince like did an NDA for his affair.
And paid her $3 million allegedly.
Was it 3 or 2? I thought it was 2 million.
Whatever I saw earlier, whatever article I read earlier said 3 million, but who knows?
Does it really matter?
I like that it was like
$1 million.
however many million for Vince, and it was like 200K for John Laurinaitis.
Poor people power, man. It doesn't have the budget, you know.
Messed
My
up. And a
God.
lot of people are pointing out too that back on the McAfee interview that Vince did, when he talks
Yeah.
about Linda, he says my wife at the time, Linda, and then he corrects himself, my wife Linda. So people are speculating like, oh, maybe they've been
that's
split
just
up.
that's one of those long-term booking stuff that people do. It's like, nah, guys, that Slippo was long-term booking guy.
Honestly, it was though.
He was heading towards it the entire time.
Honestly, that match between Stephanie and Vince way back in like 2002, that was long-term booking, Steven. Okay.
Yeah.
Like honestly, no jokes or anything. Like I think they had this planned. Stephanie is the new CEO.
Wow.
We forgot to mention that part. Vince stepped down as CEO of the company.
I can't wait for people to say, man, Raw is so much better now without Vince.
I didn't think that shit would happen till like I was dead. But you know what pissed me off, Steven? You know what pissed
still
me
haven't
off?
created
I
it.
saw
Listen
a
to this
post
speech.
on Twitter without an ounce of irony say, this is the perfect opportunity. If Triple H came back and Paul
Guys,
Heyman came back,
Triple H
And-
would make WB better.
the two of them, Paul Heyman and Triple H, could run WWE. That could be amazing.
Think about it. We can
up.
have Ricochet as WWE champion. He'll do backflips. The crowd being so impressed. 2 million viewers every day. Oh my god.
Yo, who the fuck out of those
Yo.
two is pushing Trevor? Hunter and Paul have
anymore.
lost all respect for Trevor, okay? Rightfully so.
I love Trevor.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm just kidding. I like Trevor a lot. I don't think Triple H is
It's
that
tough love, you know?
Well, the
we
thing
want to
is,
see
like,
Trevor
if-
succeed.
Well, the thing with CEO is like it's different creative, right? Because CEO is like more like marketing and like stocks and shit, right? I assume.
It's
And
well,
then creative.
yeah.
has, like,
So
the actual
basically,
wrestling
yeah.
show.
Vince stepped down as CEO, chief executive officer
Yeah.
of the company. That is more, yeah. You know,
So like
everything else. but he's still in
the
charge
show's
of
gonna be
creative.
the same thing.
Well, no, it's not going to be the same thing because if you watch SmackDown this week, we actually got
was
an
better
appearance
automatically
from Vince to start off the show. Guys, this is fucking crazy.
so sick.
I understand
Michael
this is a
Cole was
wrestling
like, "You're-"
podcast, so everyone knows, right? Like, I'm not breaking news, but like to any non-wrestling fan, this is a fucking crazy story because
Got 2 million views. It was insane.
the CEO of this company had an affair. He paid the woman millions of dollars. This was not allowed. The man steps down, but then announces the day later after stepping down from CEO and having an affair with this employee that he's going to be appearing on his own television program.
What did he say?
He said, well, then now forever. Is a phrase that's
me.
very dear. It's me. And then he was like, welcome to SmackDown. And that was
And
it.
he left.
Yeah.
I like
Vince,
when he came out, people were cheering for a guy after an allegation.
again, like, the allegation could be a lot worse, you know?
It's not a. I mean,
Like, it's shitty to have an affair, of course. And it's especially
just an
shitty to
affair,
have an
you know?
affair when it, like, affects, like, your business. And, like, you're using money you're not supposed to. Like, all that kind of stuff. And also, too, apparently, there are also allegations of insider trading going on. Because the day before the Wall Street Journal article came out, there was, like, activity in WWE stock was up 300%.
they leaked the affair.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And so now they're like,
No way.
hey, guys.
Ooh-ah.
That's not good. That seems a little suspicious that trading
I
was
like
going
how
on.
people don't care about the affair stuff at all, or the NDA, or like the abuse of power. It's just, hey guys, Vince is out of the company, guys. This is awesome.
Who is saying that?
Me.
Yeah, true. Honestly, this is sick as fuck. Thank God he's out of
Sick,
there.
man. Thank God. Now Triple H
Ugh.
can take over and make it better.
And Paul Heyman.
Fuck yeah.
Don't forget Paul Heyman.
And Paul Heyman.
And Paul
Oh my
Heyman.
Gosh.
Okay.
Now they gotta kick out Kevin Dunn. That'd be so sick.
No, Steven, this is the queendom where the kings bow down, okay? Stephanie
honestly-
McMahon is our CEO.
It's been a good week for people named Steph, you know? I'm just saying.
Don't repeat tweets, okay?
What?
Don't
What?
repeat tweets. I saw the same
What?
tweet you did.
Dang it. This is why you turn your likes off.
I don't watch
can't see my
basketball or wrestling, so the tweet meant nothing to me.
I feel nothing from this tweet.
Exactly. And so, other wrestling news, Steven. Last week we talked about how there was going to be a Talking Smack reunion with Renee and Daniel Bryan at StarCast. Talking Smack is officially dead. They have renamed
No.
it. No.
What could they name it after?
They've renamed it the SmackDown Lowdown.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What is a lowdown? That sounds like an inferior product.
It just sounds bad. And then also, if you look at the logo, they clearly didn't have the original SmackDown assets, so it looks like they photoshopped the Lowdown part on top of the SmackDown logo,
Oh, I
and
see it.
they didn't have the original Photoshop file. It looks really bad. You see what I'm talking about? It's just
Yeah.
bad.
It looks like Bad News Bears, bruh.
So, like,
Unfortunate, guys.
I miss Talking Smack. Talking Smack was like a companion to wrestling during my just peak of my fandom. You know, Miz on
When I was
Talking
12.
Smack running down Daniel Bryan is top 3 wrestling moments for me of all time. You know, like,
Sure. Dude, that part was sick. Like,
you
the Miz
saying
made a
sure.
grown man cry and got over from it? That's insane to me.
don't you walk away from me, Daniel. Don't you walk away.
Dude, how's that? You make a grown man who's like the face of a company cry on like television, and then you get over from that? That's actually like
Let's
insane.
Go. I'm
is
not
kinda
the coward. You're the coward. You're the coward. Dude, incredible. Oh my, I gotta go through and memorize all of that, you know?
Oh my gosh.
I really
Oh,
got
you know what I was about to say today?
What's that?
About the Jeff Hardy stuff. If he was in like the ladder match, do you think he would have done like that Edge spear spot where he's hanging on from like the title, but then like a young buck
Oh,
does like
shit.
a super kick to get him off?
Yeah.
That would have happened.
Like stands on top of a ladder and does a super
I think
kick.
they would have jumped off from a ladder and done a super kick in midair.
Yo.
I think that would have been the spot they would have done, which just sounds so fucking stupid. But I kind of want that to happen now. I don't know.
Hell
Would you see
yeah.
that? Because like whenever sometimes
No.
do super kicks, it doesn't look that
Jungle
good,
Boy.
you know?
It's Jungle Boy hanging, okay? And he's the one who's about to
Right.
fall. And then they jump and they super kick him, and he falls. But guess who's there to save him? He lands
not a
on
super kick.
Luchasaurus's shoulders. Oh my god.
I was thinking of him like getting super kicked off like the ladder, and then gets another super kick on the landing. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, or that too. I mean, we got time, you know? It's a spot fest. You can do
Yeah.
both of them, okay?
I mean, speaking of like Jungle Boy, he lost the title and Christian turned heel. That was kind of sick.
Yeah, Christian did turn
thought.
heel, and then he went to ringside and started yelling at Jungle Boy's sister and mom, which was cool.
That was pretty awesome.
You raised a
That was
piece
pretty
of
sick.
shit. That's true.
I like that a lot. I like when wrestlers shit on their family.
I should have told your mom that when I was there for the house party. You
I
know?
like that one CM Punk like segment where he like shot on Randy Orton outside of his van with like the wife standing outside.
Pretty good. Pretty
They're
good.
like, no, don't hurt my husband.
Oh,
no.
don't do it. Don't
No,
do
don't
it,
do it,
Ryback.
Pepsi Man.
Oh, so
Pepsi
true.
Man.
So true. Steven, we talked about it a little bit earlier. They've already announced the main event for SummerSlam.
Yeah, I saw that too. Oh, we didn't talk about that, did we? Yeah, the build up to this build up. The build up to a build up.
There
of a
isn't any
pay-per-view.
build up, is the thing. But
No, there is a build up.
to Brock versus Roman, last man standing at SummerSlam
Yeah,
for
it's
the
been
undisputed.
the past 10 years. of
Oh, you're right.
wrestling.
Since 2015, you bring up a
that's the
really good
build-up.
point. I guess so. Fuck, dude, that's so lame. Like,
What? I mean, they're also gonna do a cash in, right? Like it's last man standing. I assume they're gonna do a cash in.
adrenaline. You think Cody's gonna be
Nah,
back?
it'll be like, who do they have?
I don't
They
know.
have Balor,
I hope
you
it's
know?
Cody. I hope Cody just comes out. He doesn't have a Money in the Bank. He has not
He
won
does
Money in the
Brock
Bank,
spot.
but he just.
he has the contract out. He signs the contract. Now it's my time, baby.
Oh,
he just
yeah.
walks out and just wins. That'd be awesome.
That'd be sick. And he's still clearly not healed. Like his arm is still purple.
So it's
He's
just like entirely purple now. It's gotten worse. It's like a robotic arm now.
Dude, that would be so shitty though if Cody does come back and like a week back.
I don't think so.
He just tears it again.
I feel like Royal Rumble's perfect for him, right? I don't know.
Maybe that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a Money in the Bank cash in, right, for SummerSlam. If it's like a last man standing,
It's Seth again. They just run back WrestleMania 31.
maybe.
That'd be so
Maybe.
shitty. That'd be so
Maybe
shitty.
AJ.
I hope
Balor,
someone is that
maybe
stupid.
Riddle.
It's a last man standing match.
Tucker
They
Knight.
cash in their Money in the Bank, and so they
They
join the
lose.
last man standing. They have to get a 10 count
Oh
now
my
instead of a
gosh.
3.
You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna do a fucking double count out spot where they both lose.
Shades
That's gonna
of
happen
King
now.
Cuerno
I just
and Johnny
realized.
Mundo.
And then Shaky comes out with the Money in the Bank contract, cashes in, pins Roman, and wins. Yo, this sounds kind of hype, dude.
Yo, but what if Shanky didn't win the Money in the Bank? What if it was Ricochet?
He just
But it's-
low blows him running out. Just takes the briefcase. That'd be awesome.
Like they cut to a monitor and it's Ricochet laid out backstage, or like a car just run him over.
He doesn't even come out. It's like a car there. He gets hit by a car.
And Shanky. That'd be
That'd be
awesome.
awesome.
Holy
I
shit.
love this spot.
Yo,
This is
we
good
gotta
booking right
replace
here.
Vince. Holy fuck.
We gotta replace Paul Heyman, dude. This sounds
Yo,
awesome.
Hell yeah, we do. We gotta work with Paul Heyman. I think our ideas could bounce off
Yeah.
his ideas and like.
Oh my god. I remember that one like interview where like Buddy Matthews like, I told Paul Heyman my idea and he said it was a good idea, where I was like Paul Heyman's bodyguard, but not Roman's bodyguard, and he really liked it.
I had an idea where I was gonna be WWE champion, and they really liked it.
In my head, I just imagine Buddy Matthews like, yo, Paul Heyman, I have an idea. I'm like part of the bloodline, but like,
And we can
I'm
hang
not
out all
listening
the
to Roman
time.
guys. I'm with like you, Paul Heyman, and Heyman's like, yeah, whatever, dude, no, whatever.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Cool. Okay.
He just walks away.
That'd
That's
be
my
so
like
sad.
that's my headcanon with that like conversation that they had.
so. Probably. That's
Yeah.
so sad.
Any
Well,
other news this week? There's a lot of big news this week.
I had the thing about people being nostalgic for the Hurt Business and that annoying me, but like
What?
we talked about that earlier.
It happened last year. How are you nostalgic about that already?
I know.
I mean,
people
maybe it's like
are
I
so
mean,
annoying.
I thought it was a sick group. It was just dudes in suits beating
Hell
people
yeah!
up.
I think why people are nostalgic, quote unquote, and quote I'm quoting myself with that quote
Because
unquote.
Cedric's getting buried right now.
Is no, didn't they do a table for 3 with the Hurt Business?
Mhm.
I think they did that recently, and so everyone's like,
Except for Cedric.
Cedric
guy.
was there.
Who was the man out?
MVP?
Or was it all of them?
MVP wasn't at table for 3.
Dang. He's
But
too
it was-
busy beating up. He's too busy beating up Jericho or getting beat up.
Honestly,
One of those happened.
it wouldn't have worked because right now he's managing Omos, of course.
Well, right now he's beating up Cedric on TV clean, so I don't know.
I need another table for 3 with Dolph Ziggler, Daniel Bryan,
Yeah.
and Ryback. That's all I fucking want. Steven, if
I
I
think-
ever come into an absurd amount of wealth in my life, I'm going
you're
to get
buying it?
episode 2 of Table for 3.
Part 2?
Yes.
Dude, that's sick.
Oh my god, live from a Panera Bread. Oh my god.
That'd be awesome.
Oh,
Panera, Three-Nera?
guys,
Table for Three-Nera?
go watch that episode of Table for 3. Just,
Wow.
they're so mean to poor little Ryback.
Dude, there's an article in Wrestling Inc. called "Is Madcap Moss ready to step up to the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns?"
I did see that article. I didn't write it down. But...
Yo, I can't wait for Madcap Moss to be the Tribal Chief, dude. He's
so
gonna dethrone him, be awesome.
That'll be sick as hell. I hope it's a triple threat at SummerSlam. Madcap,
It's on
Brock, and
Stardom? What?
Roman.
Oh. Anything else happened this week that you liked?
Bro, there was a very good story actually. Bray Wyatt, he posted on his Instagram, Steven. It was a photo of Sting, like mid 90s, early 90s Sting. You know, black and white,
Right.
crow face paint, you know. And and he's there and he's taking a photo with these 2 little kids with bowl cuts. And I guess it's just been commonly accepted on the internet for years that those 2 little kids in the photo were Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas. And like it's just been like this cool thing of like, oh my gosh, here's little Bray and Bo with Sting.
So they're like humongous people.
Huh?
They're gigantic, Bo and Bray.
Well now,
Really
yeah,
big
but they're like 11 years old in this photo, you know.
Right. The
And
IRS
so-
people. Yeah.
And so, Ray in his Instagram post, he put this photo up, and he was like, "It's finally time to come clean about this." And he starts.
I always hated wrestling.
I always hated wrestling. Fuck Sting. Fuck Sting.
Yeah, I always
Do you know what he
hated
did to
Sting.
me and my brother? Yeah, that was it. But no, he like it's the photo of them. And he's like, I've seen this photo like every time I log on to the internet for years. People have come up to me at signings and tried to get me to sign this photo, and I've always done it. But it's finally time I come clean that I have no clue who those 2 kids are. It is not me and Bo. That is not me and my brother. I don't know who the fuck
actually
those
not
kids
them?
are. It's actually not him. And
Oh
he's
my
just,
gosh, what?
Yeah. I don't know
It's
why.
like that one meme of the kid with Michael Jackson. It's like, I thought I met Michael Jackson as a kid. Who the fuck is this guy?
And like the folklore on the internet too of like that old lady the Undertaker took the photo with of that being his grandma, and then him like
It wasn't
last
his
year
grandma.
being like, yeah, I don't know who the fuck that lady was. That's what this is.
I think it's the family starting it, right? Like the rumors of like, hey, this is wrestler as a kid.
I don't know. I doubt it.
Maybe.
Like
no.
I think some
Well,
people
they get
just
the
like
picture.
I don't know,
I'll
man.
just find on like Google Images. They like make a
I
story
think
about
so.
it, the backstory.
I think so. But they don't like the
Maybe.
kids don't look anything like Bray or Bo either. Like
As a kid or just in general?
As a kid, like you wouldn't expect them to grow up to look like Windham and Bo, you know? And that's because
Bro,
they
Windham.
didn't. Poor Windham. But I thought that was just
Well,
so
you know,
awesome
they're
that
both married to beautiful people now,
yeah.
which is kind of insane. if you think
Yo,
about it.
are they married? Is Liv Morgan and Bo Dallas married?
I don't know, but they
That'd
live on
be
a farm
fucking
together,
Crazy.
which is also kind of insane.
They live on a farm together, but it's platonic. I think.
Yeah.
I think I still have a chance.
Yeah,
Because they're probably
What
just
does he have
close,
that I don't?
close friends. I think they're just
Yeah.
close friends. Like maybe he
Um,
cooks for her.
You want to hear my news of the week that I really enjoyed that I saw a second ago?
Yeah, what's that?
Famous High School Musical actor Zac Efron, also in 22 again, is
Starring
gonna star in a Von Erichs movie.
in the Iron
Which is-
Claw.
It sounds so sick. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yo, I'm actually so excited about that. I did see that news story.
Yeah?
Zac Efron is going to be starring in a movie about the Von Erich family. Who is he going to be? Is he going to be Carrie? Is he going to be the dad? Is he going to be Fritz?
There's no way he's a dad, right? There's no way. No way.
Well, it's called Iron Claw, and Iron Claw was Fritz's move. That wasn't like.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's also probably just about Fritz's family and all.
Who's
his
this
kids
movie
dying.
for, by the way? This
Me.
Von Erich's movie?
It is
You?
for me.
You're the only guy.
Dude, I fucking love
You
the
legit
Von
might be
Erichs.
the only guy.
I love
Yeah.
Zac Efron. Let's fucking go. You know?
Sounds sick.
I'm gonna. If this is in
Honestly-
theaters, I'm gonna see it. Oh my god.
We're gonna do a podcast episode about it. That's what we're doing.
Steven, please drive up to Austin
comes
so we
out.
can like go to
No,
Alamo
I'm
Draft
gonna
House.
I'm gonna watch it on like a fan, like not a fan cam. What is it?
No.
A cam rip? That's how
No,
I'm watching it.
let's watch camera. You think someone's gonna go to the theater and record this shit? I'm gonna be the
Yeah,
only
I
one
wouldn't
there,
dare.
Steven. You're gonna need me to record it, okay?
What do you mean? Is it 823? It
Yeah,
better
it
be
is. It is 8:23.
movie.
It is. It is.
That's crazy. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
There's gonna be so many cameos in, I assume, right? From both like famous people and like wrestlers.
Wrestlers.
Like A-Rai. He's probably gonna be in it.
Alex Rodriguez. Oh shit, A Rye.
Yeah.
What was his Alex Riley? Of course. Damn.
That's Rage, dude.
Say it to my face.
Rage you're
Steven,
talking
okay?
about.
Say it to my face. Should I watch Everything Everywhere All at Once?
I don't know. Should you?
It's an A24
Should you?
film.
Should you?
So,
I like
like-
Midsummer. That's pretty good.
That's horror
That's
though,
kinda
right?
Basic. Yeah.
I can't
don't know if
watch
well,
horror.
it's weird because it's horror like in the daytime. Like it doesn't take place at night. It takes place in the day. So it's,
I
like, light and
can't
stuff.
go about my life being afraid of the daytime scene.
What's the one by Bo Burnham? It was like 8th grade. I think it was pretty good. I like that one.
Oh, okay, okay.
X is pretty good. I like X, but you probably can't watch that one. I know you've seen The Disaster Artist, right?
Yeah, I have the poster on my wall.
What?
What?
You know
They
I missed
did
the,
Lady Bird,
the end
right?
credit scene for that movie.
Hmm?
I'm really sad. I didn't watch the end credit scene. I didn't know there was one. where
What?
Tom
You
Wiseau
didn't see
popped
the
up at
real
end.
Tommy?
Yeah, so
You
I walked
fuck
out of the
up.
theater before that showed up, and I was really sad that I found out about that like much
That's
later.
so sad. Well, anyone who's tuned
Yeah.
out of Following Lucha before this point is going to be really sad because I have one last major news story, Steven. And that is that 2 WWE superstars are launching a business venture outside of WWE.
Oh, you missed a really bigger story.
No, I didn't. This is the biggest story ever.
True.
Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville are launching a donut shop in Los Angeles.
I mean, they like donuts, you know,
Can you guess what it's called?
bro nuts.
It's called... Wait, why would it be called Bro Nuts?
I don't know. It sounds sick though, right?
It's
It's a good.
it's better than what it is. They're actually
Oh.
calling it the Mandy's Donuts.
The Mandy's.
The Mandy's Donuts. DAMANDYZ. The Mandy's
I think-
Donuts.
Oh, I get the pun. Oh, I get it. That's funny.
No, it's
I get it
not.
now. Why?
Funny is not a word to describe it.
It's awesome.
They combined their names. They combined the name Daria and Mandy.
Mhm.
And they put it in front of donut. And it just sounds
Yeah.
bad. Like, just because you can combine your names doesn't mean you should.
No, you know what you know what the pun is, right?
Well, it's like the word demand. DEMAND.
Like Video on Demand, like the network.
But it's not that. It's Demandy's Donuts. Demandy's
Nuts.
Donuts.
No,
No, actually, they're geniuses. Holy shit.
Dude, this is awesome.
Yo, when are we going to
Yo.
Demandy's? Oh my
awesome.
god. Shit.
That's insane,
Oh.
dude.
Yo, I take back anything I was saying. That's awesome.
Yo. Okay, never mind. This is a pretty base company.
Yeah,
Too bad it'll probably
honestly.
shut down within like 5 years because most businesses in LA don't survive that long.
5 years is pretty good,
What?
man. 5 years is pretty damn
Why
good.
LA? They don't live in LA.
I don't fucking know.
They live in Florida.
I don't know, man. Maybe
Oh.
the donut business is booming in LA. I don't know.
It is actually, but donuts really popular in LA. When I went
Yo.
there, a lot of donut shops.
Yo, Alley Cat used to work at a donut shop here in Austin. I used to get
Wow.
donut served by her.
I went to that donut shop in Austin.
Yo, pretty cool.
Yo.
Pretty cool.
Too
So-
bad most people don't know who Alley Cat is.
What do you talk? Oh, that's right. They know her by her new name, Alley Catch, because that took off. So,
You
Steven,
could just place this K with the C. Yeah.
what other news stories do you have for us?
There's been a release in the WWE recently.
No.
A big hit. A big hit.
No. Don't tell me they're gone.
Former WWE Tag Team Champions
No.
to Naomi.
Don't
Former Naomi's tag team partner.
tell me they're gone.
Sasha Banks has been reportedly released from the WWE.
You mean Snoop Dogg's cousin?
Eddie Guerrero's
Cousin?
looked up to him. The person looked up to Eddie Guerrero has been released from the company.
That girl used to cosplay as Eddie, her? Damn.
Yeah.
That's tough. That girl who
No
was
more.
on Hot Ones? That's tough.
The girl on The Mandalorian.
Yo, her Hot Ones appearance is bigger than anything she did in WWE. That's crazy.
Honestly, it's a really good episode too because she just downs the wings. It's
Hell
crazy
yeah.
how she does it.
I was watching Charlie Kelly or Charlie Day on Hot Ones
they just
a week or
die.
two ago. Poor Charlie. And just the whole time he was so passive aggressive, being like, yeah, this is the perfect way to promote my movie. A lot of people are going to see my movie because of this.
Poor Charlie Day, dude.
Yeah.
I think like least favorite was like Cara Delevingne or whatever her name is, where she like took a little nibble of it. Like,
That's some lame
there's like
shit.
vegan wings too, so it's even worse.
That's some
Still.
lame shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Charlie went all the way. Charlie was like, fuck it. If I'm doing it, I'm doing it. So,
I'm fucking dying, bro.
Poor
And then was
Charlie.
it Sheen? Is it Sheen Evans? Is that the guy's name? He's like, hey Charlie Day, what is this Instagram post to me from 2015 where you had a high school with a gun? What could it mean, Charlie Day?
Wow.
That's how those questions work on the show. It's crazy how like insanely insightful they are.
That's insane.
Like how deep they go for these like questions, you know?
It's wonderful. It's not Nardwar level, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd want to ask something really weird.
Nardwar.
I don't know. Do you think Sasha Banks is gonna go all elite, guys?
Yo,
Is she hashtag AEW bonafide?
we should be Nardwar for wrestling, but not nice or fun. We're just like, we dig up like
assholes.
really horrible shit they did as a kid. You know? Like, hey,
Dicks.
do you remember this girl you bullied into like eating in the bathroom every day for a year? Yeah. I think
Yes.
that's the type of question we ask.
Yeah, I thought it's pretty obvious that Sasha would get released by now, you know. But
I don't even know if it's been confirmed. Who said it was confirmed?
it hasn't been confirmed. It's just Sean Ross being, I think.
I don't
said
think
it.
Sean Ross would have said it. If it was Sean Ross
Mr.
that said it, it's
S
confirmed.
or
but
S.
I don't think
Well,
so.
you know what? I'll look it up right now.
Do it, coward.
Sean Ross.
SRS,
know his last
baby.
name.
Sean Ross out.
Oh, snap. We saw him live, guys.
Hell yeah, we did.
Okay,
We saw him get hit in the balls.
It was awesome.
Steven, hurry up. You're making us look bad.
Awesome.
Steven,
Making us
hurry. This is the finale of the
Cut
podcast.
This part. This is why we need like.
This
a
is the
fucking
finale of the
producer.
podcast. Steven,
We
hurry.
need an intern.
Oh my god, guys, Sasha Banks is still with WWE. She actually showed up on SmackDown tonight. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, on Saturday Night
Well,
SmackDown.
Do you think she's all elite, guys, or will she just bank on like convention appearances from Star
Oh
Wars
wait,
and Wrestling Con?
bank on those appearances.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, that was a good line. Let's end on
Also,
that.
God returned. That was pretty sick, right?
God?
Yeah, God returned to wrestling the other day.
That's cool.
Oh my gosh. Have you seen like Dave Meltzer's like interview at CNN?
You
Have you seen that?
I didn't watch it, but I saw a still of it, and Dave Meltzer.
Oh my god! The dude got like
Dude.
25 seconds of like sound clips. I assume it was like a 10-minute interview, and they just like, all right, we can't use this rest of this footage, guys. We gotta.
It's so bad. Dude, just like
What did
fucking.
he say?
I don't know. I saw Sam Roberts tweeted at him, though, and he was like, hey, man, if you need a studio, you can come over to my place. Oh.
I mean, you can't use the Meltzer office. You know, it's full of papers and stuff.
You really can. All the newspapers, all the sensitive documents. But, Steven,
Oh.
I think it's about time we start wrapping things up on this episode of Following Lucha. Don't you agree?
Maybe.
Unless you got the Sasha news, but I think you're just lying to the audience. I don't think she's been released
What?
yet.
What?
I think the last update is that she's working on it with her lawyers.
Fightful said it. Fightful's always right.
Fightful said it?
Boom. Yeah.
I believe it then. Hey guys, Sasha is
Alright, cool.
gone. You can expect to
No.
see her.
Now she can go to AEW and make it better by losing to Britt Baker.
Yo.
Oh my gosh, sounds awesome.
Listen. Yo.
Yo.
Listen.
Yo, listen.
Listen.
Do
Hey
it
guys,
Right now.
we'll be back next week with more Following Lucha.
Yeah. Off on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.